Everyone get their rally caps on.
Yeah.
It's time for the Opie and Anthony show. And we need to get a rally going.
Wow.
Right off the bat, we're going to call this the Hangover Show.
Yeah.
We are broadcasting live from WBCN Studios in Boston.
Why?
Right next to Fenway Park, Anthony.
Why are we here today?
Well, we went to a 12-hour concert yesterday. A 12-hour concert.
What a time, though.
The world-famous WBCN River Rave band.
Yeah.
They've been doing it forever. This is our fourth or fifth. I've lost count already. It was at Foxborough Stadium. Well, it's now called the CMGI Field.
Yeah. What does that stand for?
I don't know.
Anyone know?
Tim knows. Oh, you know, right?
I don't know.
Didn't you get you got the personal tour yesterday?
I got the personal craft tour.
What's CMGI? What's CMGI?
What is it? What's the field? Yeah?
Oh, it's a computer company.
You don't know what the acronym is?
Cut my girl's insides?
No, that's your company, Norton. Yes, I got the personal tour of the stadium, the new stadium. So the locker rooms of the Patriots and everything.
Jonathan Kraft gave you the tour, right?
Gave me the personal tour.
Bob Kraft's son.
Yeah.
He's a big fan of this radio show, matter of fact.
I know. Very cool. Showed us the locker room for the Patriots. All their stuff hanging up there. You know, you look, see Brady's name over there and his helmet and his uniform and everything. Pretty cool. And then the gym that they got in the place. And Jonathan was very proud of the sound system in there. He had to crank up Metallica.
Nice.
Like blasting in this huge gymnasium that they have right in the stadium. I was also told they have a jail in the stadium just for the Pats games. You know how the Pats fans can be called Pats.
We need a few of those jails down in New York.
But they have real jail cells, and they hold them there. They're holding cells until the cops come and can haul these people away.
That's classic.
And I saw some shenanigans last night with some of the fans that wanted to have a little more fun than the rest of the people. I saw cops walking by holding like pipes. And with the kid with his head down and his arms behind his back, just all pissed that he got caught. It's classic. Another guy's going, I'm going with you, relax. The cop goes, don't tell me to effing relax. And he's pushing him by. I caught these little conversations between some of these people and the cops. Very, very fun.
What a great time, though, huh?
Yes.
I mean, this stadium is state-of-the-art. Unbelievable. Mm-hmm. We got to start building some of these down in New York. It's time. One of the nicest stadiums ever. Well, it's brand new. You know, they've taken, I guess, all the advice from and all the trial and error from other stadiums and stuff that didn't work. Very roomy. You know what I mean?
Huge.
The concourse. You're not bumping into people. You can get around without getting all crowded in and stuff.
I didn't have to put hiking boots on to get from my car to the stadium. Like in the old stadium, for some reason, I'm parked on a mountaintop and I had to walk down rocks and everything. This is great. Everything paved. The midway type area that they had yesterday, just a huge,
festival area.
Great, the festival area.
Yeah.
Really
They had
cool.
a nice skateboard stand. I was checking that out all day.
Were you on the half pipe? I looked over at one point and I go, is that all? And then I looked and it was. You were just tearing up the half pipe yesterday.
I figured, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like the old days.
You picked up a new board. I saw a new skateboard.
You noticed, right?
Which was pretty cool. Yeah, I think you were tearing it up. Very proud. I'm like, that's Opie up there.
I'm trying, Anthony.
Tearing it up.
I'm trying to hold on to my youth.
At least you don't have to hold on to your radio show.
Went into the rave tent. They had a rave tent going on.
Yeah, I felt like Ecstasy Dad.
Yeah, pretty much.
Had my glow sticks and my E. Man, some hot chicks in there, though.
I've never been to a whiter place. Someone has to say it.
Yeah, true.
It is ridiculous how white it is up here.
And with, Public Enemy playing.
There's 30,000 kids.
Outcast.
And a few old men like ourselves. And it was white America.
Yeah.
And they were digging Public Enemy and Outkast. And
sure. Our own little Jimmy Norton. Well, I never knew. Such a huge fan of Public Enemy.
You're a nightmare.
And Flavor Flav.
I liked him, yeah.
To the point of embarrassment. I had to walk away from the situation. Did you ever have to just leave a situation because it was too embarrassing? That's Jimmy with Public Enemy.
They were the only, well, I mean, I'm not a fan like I'm with Ozzy, but they were the only band that I really knew, because you know me, I'm so stuck in what I like and nothing new for me.
Yeah.
I didn't know Outkast was black. Dude, I'm not kidding. I did not know that they were a rap group.
You couldn't tell from...
I had no idea until I'm standing outside the dressing room and I see this guy walk by. He was a black guy. He was like one of their guys.
Yeah.
And then I think it was Ben or somebody goes, oh yeah, that's one of the guys who's with Outkast. And I'm like, really?
What is he, the butler?
They were. I know. Of course, I got a picture. Like, oh, you guys are great. It's all about eatabullet.com, isn't it, Jim? No,
you are awful because you don't even know these people yet. You're like, could you take a picture of me with this guy? And you're like,
he would be a stalker if he wasn't a famous comedian and on a radio show. Dude, you're obsessive.
But I get them, and
You wouldn't move from your spot until you got a picture with Flavor Flav.
Why not? How could you not?
The Flav. I'm like, we got all access. We'll run it to Flavor Flav. No. I'm not moving until I get a picture with Flavor Flav.
For me, it's one moment in their life. I'm not obsessive. Once I meet them, I'm quiet. I get the picture, and I'm done. I don't annoy them with, hey, remember that thing you did?
All right, how many pictures did you take with Flav?
I took 2.
Right.
But the first one, he didn't even notice because he was looking down, signing, and then I got him in the artist.
Because he was busy when you imposed on him the first time.
At one point, I wanted to get him out of that area to go check out some other things, and he goes, Flavor Flav's eating, man. I got to watch him eat for a while.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You go, there he is over there eating, and then you go, I'll never have an opportunity again like this.
He does stuff like this. He's embarrassing.
He's just eating.
The guy from Papa Roach I got a shot with, I don't know one of their songs.
But you had to get a picture.
Crowd loved them. I had to, though.
Crowd loved them, yeah.
That way on your website you can look, and here's me with Jim.
Yeah, Papa Roach is kind of huge.
Dude, I admitted it. I'm not pretending I know who they are. At least I'm not a liar. I'm like the dudes with the Strokes I got. Like one of the guys in the Strokes I got a picture with. I'm like, is that the dude? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, all right.
Is that the dude?
I'm an ass.
I like Public Enemy's their security. When they came walking off the stage, they have like flak jackets on. They're all dressed in black, nightsticks. The whole gear that all they needed was high-powered weapons.
They're just like
SWAT team
members.
And it would have been complete. Yeah, like SWAT team members.
Well, they couldn't carry their guns, so
of course not.
They went with the sticks.
At least not visibly. I'm sure if someone lunged at Flav, you just see guns pop out of everywhere. Who's kidding who? Stop it.
I think he was the star of the whole day yesterday.
Yeah,
when he arrived, people were pretty freaked out. Right?
Yep.
And they were late. They arrived late because they went to the wrong venue.
They went to the Tweeter Center.
They went to the Tweeter Center down the road.
Where is everybody, boy?
I can see that.
Look, I'm late. Look at my clock.
They were late, and there was, like 21 bands or something like that, and it was a tight schedule, so they played for 15 minutes last night.
Yeah. They were filming for their video, too.
They did Fight the Power. And
I understand.
And some other tunes.
Some other tunes?
Bring the noise.
They do 911 is a joke in your town.
They didn't do 911.
No?
I know that one. They didn't do that. And Norton got the members of the Strokes with the Drop Something game.
Did I?
Yes, you did.
He was getting everybody with that. And he had people like, fans of the show that were just watching him, laughing like they were all part of it, waiting for the next little Jimmy hijink. What'd you do? You said you drop something, and they turn around and look.
I don't even know I got them. Someone just told me I got them. I'm like, oh, really? All right.
There was one woman, we were sitting at one of the lunch tables, and Jimmy goes, excuse me, miss, and, of course, turns away and looks away. This girl comes over and goes, yes, somebody called me, and she's at the table, and now you can't look. So I'm just looking at my food. Jimmy's got his head turned, but I can see he's ready to explode with laughter, and the woman's just, yeah, and she wouldn't go away. And it's awkward now, because even if you didn't do it, you should be looking at her. But you can't, because it ruins the gag.
It's like we're in court, and she's a rape victim. No one's making eye contact.
No one wanted to make eye contact, and I'm ready to bust.
And then she finally goes, oh, it's one of those gags. And walks away all pissed off.
Real funny. And then as she's leaving,
you know why she came back? Because one of the little squealers was like, there's a man calling you. One of the girls on the lunch line. They had like lunch line girls.
Yeah.
And called her back, and so she came back like she had reconfirmed that someone was indeed calling her.
You know, at this time, I think we got to tell Anthony we have a new gag.
Yeah.
Did you know that you made out with someone last night?
I did I?
Yes, you
I was
did.
making out with, was it a girl?
One of our faithful listeners.
I was making
who
out
seemed to love you more than all of us.
Now, Opie, I did have a few beers last night.
And I know...
Not that many, because perish the thought they supply enough beer to last everybody tonight. Jesus Christ, like a scavenger hunt for beer.
Ben and you were hilarious with the beer.
The first...
As soon as one of you guys found the latest beer supply... It got around like that.
But it's everybody. Psycho, Tim, Decker. Everyone's got their little supplies. And when you find some, you got to be cool and grab a handful for everybody. So then when you see Ben again and you go, dude, found some beers. Oh, dude. And it's like, maybe it's not a brand that you would have preferred, but it's cool. It's
Who
beer.
cares? It's
and you're
beer.
drinking that. Because I was drinking a beer I wasn't too fond of, but I'm drinking it. And then Ben comes in, and he's got a few of the beers I really like, you know.
Hey, which beer would that be, Anthony?
You know which ones if you listen to the show.
No, I don't.
I'm smart these days. Which beer? I don't put down any beer.
You better have 2 in each hand.
Dude, if Meisterbrow came on board, I'd like it. But then you can put down the beer, maybe it's not your favorite, and take the beer that you like and start swigging that down. But because perish the thought that they supply more than a case and a half of beer. How many cases did we go through for the softball game?
27.
27 cases. That's a good mark to start at next time, okay? If you're going to be doing this and having us.
Well, they don't expect people like us.
I know, and that was apparent.
A few artists out. I'm going to have a beer after my set, not 12.
My point is, there wasn't quite enough beer for me to get so trashed that I'd be making out with listeners.
I'm sure this lovely lady is listening right now, and she's going to be really surprised because she thought she was making out with you, Anthony.
Gee, now why would any listener that is in your company, all of you guys, with me not being there, why would she assume that whoever she's making out with, and he better have been a good friggin' kisser.
It was Rossi.
Rossi, yeah?
Dude, this is a great new gag, man. She fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker, too.
Am I not a team player?
Hold on.
Norton hooked it up. It was
yeah, we got to explain. Stay at that mic. It was sweet, right?
It was.
My younger brother, by the way. Look at him.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Could be.
No, you're a twin.
Huh? We're twins?
No,
yeah.
no.
Oh, now you're, yeah. So this girl gets backstage, and she came with some people she worked with or something?
I think so, yeah.
And it started out, the guy goes, there's Opie from the Opie and Anthony show, and she comes over freaking out, hugs me, pictures and stuff. I'm like, oh, cool, but jumping up and down, like a little too excited to meet us, right?
Well, I wasn't. Here's when I first walked in, I walk in, and you said, look at that girl freaking out. And I turn around, and there's a girl, like, looking at me, shaking, which is really nice.
Yeah, there you go.
Like, wow, this comedy's paying off after 13 years. And she runs over, and she just starts kissing me.
No.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Yeah, she started kissing a little bit, but then you decided to shove your tongue down her throat.
So what? What am I going to do? I'm not a nice guy. Always accommodate the people. But she was sexy, so...
But then I kept going, kiss Jim, and they are just going at it. Then Jim starts sporting, and the only reason I know is because he showed he showed everybody.
How could you not?
Everybody. Earl was there, right, Earl?
Does he grab it and just start shaking and go, yeah?
Yeah, I just pointed at it.
He points at it.
Giggling.
He grabs it with one hand, points with the other, and goes, yeah. And you're like, why are you showing me this?
How embarrassed were you?
It was highly disturbing.
And it was in front of the production crew, and those guys were just losing their effing minds because he's just spinning around showing everybody. He don't care.
There's like the runway, where everyone was coming to. It was in full view.
Was she a good kisser?
Yeah, man. Sure. Very good.
So then Jim goes, well, that's Anthony over there, and points to John Rossi. John Rossi's just against the wall, just minding his own business,
hanging out,
beer, hanging out backstage. She comes running up to you, Anthony.
Yeah.
Jumps on you and just starts completely making out without even asking or anything.
Yeah,
just went right for it.
Why not?
Were you grabbing ass and stuff?
No, I was I had a beer in one hand. So
what'd you do with the other hand?
I was,
Little around the waist.
Exactly.
Were you going in deep?
I was trying.
Yeah.
And he better dealed me in a second. That's Anthony.
Anthony, he represented you really well.
Good deal.
He just starts making out. Rachel, our old intern who works now at WBCN, but now coming back
back to New York with us. She was there for this whole makeout thing.
Rachel, was he doing a good job? Grab that mic over there, because I don't want some girl going around thinking I kissed her.
I've never seen Rossi get along with such a stranger before in my life. I mean, it was just sucking face.
From a girl's point of view, looking at it, was he doing a good job?
Oh, yeah. He was way into it. I don't know if it was just the alcohol, but maybe he just thought he was really hot. I don't know.
He goes, I'm Anthony, what the hell? Okay, and just
going to let him down.
Because if I got to sit there and then get calls from people going, dude, you made out with some girl, and I know her, and she said you sucked. And when you were done, you had a little wet spot on your thigh.
No,
and you finished just from kissing a girl, or nothing embarrassing.
And then I'm trying to get him. I'm like, dude, do Tyson. Show her your Tyson. And he's like,
And John's like,
just listen tomorrow.
So he punched her in the face.
John goes, yeah, just listen tomorrow. We'll do some Tyson.
Just listen tomorrow.
Oh, he did. It was a whole thing going on.
Wow, that's great. Get some.
And Rachel, what do you think of Jim and what he was sporting there?
Oh, well, that's another thing I've never seen before, but I was a little surprised, actually, by just a little kiss.
One little kiss, and he was just ready to rock.
Any longer?
I was like 3/4, so what? I mean,
three-quarters
why not? Hey, everybody, look, we have a little, it's nice.
Everyone laughs.
Yeah.
You know, you grab it, you shake it and point at it.
You grab the helmet and you go, tickle, tickle, tickle.
It's disgusting.
It was like more the moment, man. It wasn't just a kiss. It was just the fact that I'm standing there and some girl starts kissing me.
So she's kissing you. Was she really like kissing you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then she dumps you.
She totally dumps Jim for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's just knowing that had we been alone, we weren't alone, but I just couldn't took it as it suck. And she wanted.
Where was this in the back?
Right where all the artists were coming out. After they performed there.
Yeah.
Right in the tunnel. I mean, right in front of everybody, man.
And how did this end? Did she just go away, or
we were
did I
all
have
just
sex with her?
We were all laughing hysterically. We were just all laughing hysterically because I mean everyone knew it wasn't you, except for her.
Yeah, I had to stop it before I started cracking up.
That would have been funny. Anthony gave me the clap. Oh, Rossi, I'll have that checked out. So she just walked away, or happy,
and away, I guess.
And then
she
started
was so
jumping
excited, though. She was practically in tears because she was like, "Oh, celebrities! Oh my God!"
Was she drunk or anything?
Yeah,
probably.
Sure.
Yeah, you think?
You tasted some booze on her?
Why? She jumped up and down when I walked by. She was loaded.
All right. At least you did me justice. I just don't want,
It's our new gag, though, man.
some awkward,
She went home happy.
horrid kissing going on in my name.
Rossi, you got to grow the goatee so we could.
That's what it is.
So we could trick the next one. That was really funny.
Yeah, because we're so similar in every other way. On drugs? How did that girl even think? How did she recognize us as Opie and Anthony and not know he wasn't me?
No, she didn't know. She didn't know what we looked like. It was her friend that came with her.
Oh, and pointed out that's
pointed out
Opie.
me first, and then I pointed out Jim. So
Right.
that's how the gag went. It went from me. I go, oh, and that's Jim Norton.
Yeah.
And then Jim goes, that's Anthony.
Great move, Jim.
I'm a good guy.
Great move. That's funny. That is very
You got to
good.
share with your friends.
You are despicable.
Plus, I knew I couldn't take her anywhere. It's not like I could take her into a bath. I would have taken her into a bathroom.
You could have gone into the bathroom. Oh. Well, you were working one girl, and it was just embarrassing again. In the artist lounge area. Oh, the girl that is decorated like a prom. You walk through the little things that are hanging down, and every time we walked through, we went, "Yay, we're at the prom!"
Yeah, it was like little purple things, like they had
hanging
King Arthur's
down.
Court.
It was like a King Arthur's Court theme going on in the place. Yeah, and I walk in there, and Jimmy is online for the bathroom. Along with
was that the blonde
girl
that didn't want to wow us, even though her boobs were pretty much out?
That's all I was trying to do.
Describe her in any way, it will not match the one description.
She was.
Her voice was like Mickey Mouse.
It was awful, but her body was hot.
And just Norton begging for a view at her cans.
But you could
come on, you could show me that. Show me, and then under his breath, show me, you filthy whore. Come on, you pig.
She was already topless, pretty much.
But I'm like, come on, let me just see. I mean, who am I going to tell? I mean, I'm just trying anything I can to just get her to
she'd look
show me.
away, and he'd put his finger a millimeter away from her breast and go, look, right, look. And I'm looking, I see. You don't have to touch them.
I didn't touch him.
No, of course you didn't.
She wouldn't show me, though.
But you were trying. But I'm saying that bathroom there, if you found a girl, would have been perfect.
You know
Ample room.
Man, I would love to have brought someone in there. There's nothing sexier than banging over a toilet.
Yeah, ladies seem to like that type of attention.
They hold on to the seat, they look right down into the abyss.
Sure.
And it's then they get a true measure of their character.
Hating their reflection in the toilet bowl water that they see. I can imagine. I hate you.
As you're plowing her, I taught you the value of information and how to get it.
I hate you. I hate you in the toilet bowl water.
All right, well, we're just getting started.
Little ripples as the bowl is shaking slightly with every thrust.
And every teardrop that's falling.
Perfectly round ripples go out and distort her image that she hates looking at.
And if you're really lucky, there's a morning log still in there.
Oh, God.
I'm looking at my reflection, but it looks like I have a big brown spear in my head.
And Jim's packing again just from this conversation.
You're a mess. All right, Ann, look, we're just getting started, obviously. We're calling this the Hangover Show. We were on stage before Papa Roach, right?
Hell yeah,
in front of about 30,000 people. And we invited everyone back to the station today for a beer.
I don't think they took you seriously.
Who knows? We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens, but Opie invited, everybody there.
And when I said, come on, to the show tomorrow, they all seemed like they were into it.
Yeah!
And the girls, too, right, for the WOW thing?
Yeah, we got the WOW thing.
Yes.
Too. Speaking of WOW, the wowing at the River Rave yesterday was just beyond ridiculous.
Huge.
All over the place.
Huge. Who was that lovely ebony princess that said she was coming down today?
Oh, I don't know.
Remember
she was in the Naughty Nighty contest, and I guess WBCN lost her photos.
Lost her photos. Who took those home to jerk it, too?
This girl is so hot.
Yep, she came to the autograph signing session.
I think she's coming down today.
I didn't make out with her, Rossi, did I?
No.
Oh, okay. Just want to make sure. I wish. Rossi wishes.
The girl you made out with was pretty nice,
she was
though.
hot.
Was she?
She was real hot.
Yeah, nice long tongue.
Didn't see with a pig or anything.
That tongue was like Gene Simmons long.
Yeah, she was.
It was really
That
long.
kind of would really be funny to do with just a slob. Like if you pointed Rossi out as me to this just pig, and you took the bullet and really was like, oh man, I'm so into you, and then this slob goes and tells her friends that Anthony was really into her, kissing her, and that is wrong. I can see this going very bad.
We'll work on it. It's a good new gag, though.
She wasn't a slob,
it's
though.
fair game for everybody, though.
Hey, real fast, Anthony, our WOW contest starts today. All the girls in the Boston area, please, come on down here.
Anthony got me pregnant.
Or it'd be even better if it was a guy.
That's really
if you're in the area, come down to WBCN today. We're here today. We're leaving right after the show to go back to New York. Contest is open to listeners 18 and up. It's the WOW contest. Just like all our other internet contests, this is going to be huge. Contestants will submit photos to their respective O&A radio stations. Is every radio station involved with this? Pretty much. All right, so how do they check?
What do you mean how they
Which ones are?
Like, say someone in Columbus wants in on the WOW contest.
Columbus is in. All
right, maybe we could get a list of all the stations. But basically, you go down to the radio station and get your pictures taken like we did with the Naughty Nighty contest. They're going to send the pictures up to us, and we're going to put it up on, I think, opieandanthony.com. And then grand prize is going to be $5,000 cash provided by risquevideo.com, your 24-hour adult video novelty and DVD superstore. That's Risque, RISQUE video.com. So this is the first day of the WOW contest, and we're hoping that we get a lot of girls here at WBCN today. It's 1265 Boylston Street in Boston, okay?
Right.
Let's continue in a minute. And we're back with the Opie and Anthony Show. The Strokes last night, they had a great set last night at the River Rave. Yeah. That's the reason we're broadcasting live from WBCN this afternoon.
The Hangover Show.
It is the Hangover Show. We invited all our listeners to come on by and hang with us today. We'll see who shows up. We got the WOW contest that started today, and I guess a bunch of girls are showing up for that.
Oh, yeah?
$5,000 cash on the line for the best WOW. Nice. I think you could go to opieandanthony.com for details, right? Okay, good.
Did I get in any trouble for making a girl wow from the stage before Papa Roach?
That was cool.
I was like, you know something? Opie invites everybody back here tomorrow. Invites the entire stadium back here. And then he gives me the mic and a girl jumps up on a guy's shoulders out of the crowd, and she's got her bra on. She takes her shirt off. I'm like, I might get in trouble for this, but if you're on the guy's shoulders, you might as well just pull him out. The crowd goes crazy, and she did, and they were nice, and worked out well and fun. But I know some people have a little trouble with that.
They did?
Well, I know they have a little trouble with that thing. I don't know if they did last night when I did it, but...
You put the pressure on the poor girl.
Yes.
Yeah. She's on her boyfriend's shoulders, and there's 30,000 people just staring at her.
Hey, you gotta go.
You gotta go, I think.
You gotta do it. You put yourself in that situation, there's no turning back. I just know a couple of years back when we, I think the first River Rave we did, it was in the newspapers and everything about the boobs on the big screens, and that there was nothing else on the big video monitors except bare breasts.
That River Rave we went to, that was, I think, 2 years ago, right? Yeah. They had a whole crew, and their whole job was just to film girls wowing and put it on the big screen.
Put it on the screen, and that's all they wrote about in the paper the day after that one. And since then, I've noticed it's been a little more tamed down. But you still see the boobage.
Yeah, we saw plenty.
Well, that was a nice touch, though, yesterday. You really did sort of guilt her into it. The only thing missing was like a pinball machine or a pool table.
And a bunch of friends.
Top the crowd for crying out loud.
And a bunch of friends that didn't touch her, but just didn't do anything, and that's their guilt.
And the lawyer didn't yell at you?
No. And
there was a lawyer on hand.
What the hell was a CBS lawyer doing? I'm walking down
What is going on with concerts that you're backstage hanging out trying to have fun, and you look up and you feel like your dad's there with you?
It might as well have been. It was
it's called the Opie and Anthony show, basically.
Yeah. I heard they weren't there for us, which was a surprise to Anthony and I.
Although he asked me if I had a check for $21,000 that I could cut for him on the spot. Bastard. It's your job.
But
make it go away.
I guess they had a problem with another one of these radio station festivals, and
they did.
They wanted to make sure things run a little smoother here in Boston.
What's he going to do? Run into a phone booth and turn into super lawyer?
I'll tell you. I guess
what's he going to do?
He was at the HFS festival down in Washington, and I guess there are still people in the hospital.
Wow, that's a successful event.
Aren't you guys going afternoons there? That's what I heard.
No, we worked that out. We worked it out another way.
Sure.
Sorry.
Everything is hunky-dory.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know what the lawyer was doing there, though. Like, I'm in the middle of having a lot of fun, drinking, hanging out, watching the bands. All of a sudden, hey...
Is it time to go home, Dad?
You don't see me popping up in a courtroom with a beer in my hand. What the hell are you doing here? You're a buzzkill.
Did you meet Steve? One of the Steves?
Did you meet Steve?
Yeah. But it was just uncomfortable because I know he hates me.
Steve, radio lawyers. Ho!
Finds me revolting.
But very funny, he said. He did say he found you revolting and funny at the same time.
That was nice of him. What's he going to say? Hi, I don't enjoy your humor. He wouldn't do that.
You know what the worst thing is? They tell you what they liked. Yeah, I was listening the other day. You did this bit on that. Very funny. And then they'll point out like 30 reasons why you can never do it again.
Ever.
Thanks. But figuring out a way we can do it.
Yeah, that's your job, right?
Stop your whining.
That's their job.
It is their job.
Hey, we should talk about the hotel, because Anthony brought up a very interesting observation. I got to thank WBCN. They put us up in the Ritz-Carlton.
They now hold the title. WBCN holds the title for putting us up in the best hotel the show has ever been in, ever.
And I'm checking in, and they go, Opie? I'm like, yeah, how'd you know? And then I look around the lobby. I'm like, oh, duh. Who doesn't belong here? I know. It was so uncomfortable.
They're all in like suits, and you show up in those awful shorts and your Long Island guy sneakers.
Hi. They had all those families in the lobby that you grew up hating. Those perfect families, and they all had perfect hair and perfect clothes, and it's like 9 o'clock on a Saturday. It's like, ugh.
The staff looks like they came off of a chessboard. They're all dressed in those weird clothes where... What century is that?
Top blue top hats and coats.
I understand you open my door and get my car for me when I walk out, but what's with the dress like you just came out of Alice in Wonderland?
Yeah.
Got the big top hat. But a great hotel. All the marble and mirror thing and the very luxurious gold elevator. Beautiful place, the Ritz-Carlton.
I won't eat that.
Yeah, they'll never put us up there again, right? That was like to throw
the new one on Avery off Boylston, right? Yeah.
Wait, they finally ran out of gas in the gag of booking you guys in the same hotel that you were fired from?
Yeah, I guess that gag went away.
Thank God.
And I when we first, that was the Colonnade.
they used to put us in. And when we first started going there, it was cool. It was fine. I'm happy as long as I could get in-room movies and 24-hour room service. Very important, because I don't know what the hell time I'm strolling in after making out with listeners and rock shows. You know, I don't know what time. Maybe I'm lucky. Maybe I get lucky. And, whatever time it might be, I'll stroll into the room. I want to be able to pick up the menu and eat something. And then all of a sudden, they cut it off. They cut off the all-room dining, all-night dining at the Colonnade, and I asked him, like 2 months ago or something, last time we were here, I go, why don't you have that? He goes, well, September 11th. Oh, well, that explains everything. Yeah, if you had all-night dining, the terrorists would win.
Yeah, they might throw a cheesesteak at the Prudential building. Dopes.
Hey, good local reference.
Wow, local reference.
I didn't know you were taking notice of the buildings around here.
I guess he meant business was slow, so they kind of stopped that. But now they put us up at the Ritz-Carlton. Beautiful. 3:30 in the morning, slicing into a beautiful steak. Wonderful. In-room movies. I like this new deal with the movies. Pause.
Yes.
Fast forward and rewind.
It's about time.
In-room movies.
It is 2002.
It's 2002. I'll sacrifice the flying cars for now and
Give
the
me a movie where I
suits.
can pause it.
$17 though.
Oh, yeah, very expensive. I know.
$17.
$17 a movie.
Did anyone call home?
I think I watched 4 movies.
2 phone calls to Sandy, $80.
Get out of here! Stop it!
$80.
Why don't you use a calling card? What's wrong with you?
No, they got to. The hotel's got a scam because they just decide.
What was it? Video phone through Mars?
It was.
What the hell could take $80?
It was 2 15-minute calls.
And you paid it?
What am I gonna do?
Refuse. I never would have paid that.
But these hotels, they got a scam. They just decide how much they're going to charge.
And then they'll see if you argue it?
Well, because like the Colonnade, it's not like that.
Yeah.
Each hotel decides their phone rates.
You get a calling card, dude, a 1-800 calling card, and they might charge you a buck.
They still charge you for $800.
$1.
But I'm not
one-time dollar.
But I'm not thinking. I expect it's going to be more expensive than usual. But 2 calls, $80.
Dude,
that's ridiculous.
Crazy.
I know.
Even
I'm
if you make $100 million a year,
I know I'm getting raped. All that was left in my minibar was like half a bottle of club soda. I cleaned it out. And that's like, forget about it.
You look at your bill and go, I thought BCN was picking this up.
Hey, why do I have to give is that an incidental?
No. Because, they pick up the room and the taxes and stuff, and I had to go to the lady. I thought they were picking this up because my bill was so ridiculous.
Oh, but that doesn't even include the room. Oh, they pay for the room.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And they're like, oh, no, we didn't charge you for the room or the taxes. I'm like, okay.
I got a small pot of coffee with 2 cups and a bagel, $17. 2 cups of coffee and $17 it cost me to take a dump. You know how awful that is?
I was getting room service every night.
Yeah.
Steaks, chicken things that are going on, all the beverages. I don't even know.
Yeah, you've been out here for like a week, I
didn't even look at the bill. I got in Friday night.
All I know is last week when we were doing the show from New York, you weren't just sitting across from me.
I watched 4 movies.
Really?
Yeah, my bill's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
But the pause and the fast forward and the rewind, nice, right?
What a great feature now. Because you could take the leak. You don't have to miss the movie. Or if they say something you didn't catch the line, rewind it a little bit. And you could pause it and then come back later and start the movie up at the point you paused it. So I was watching The Count of Monte Cristo, and I had to leave for a couple of hours, and I come back, boom, right back on again.
Hey, Jim finally saw A Beautiful Mind.
Did you?
Phenomenal.
Wow, look at that. A recent movie.
Within the last year.
Relatively speaking.
And I knew Denzel did not deserve Best Actor for Training Day, although he got robbed when he did X, so he should have won for that.
Yeah, I don't think he had Training Day when you look at...
Well, you look at A Beautiful Mind, and maybe he didn't deserve it for Gladiator, though, so who knows? I don't know who Russell Crowe beat for Gladiator, but...
Yeah, Russell Crowe did a very good movie.
Yeah. That was just well acted. Yeah, it was great. That's good.
I was watching The Count of Monte Cristo, which is a very good movie. Black Hawk Down, I thought it was funny when they call them skinnies. Skinnies on the roof. Skinnies on the roof. They're like shooting them down with helicopters.
Wasn't that good, that movie?
It was all right.
Yeah.
It was okay. Yeah,
I almost got that. I'm glad. Do you know why I didn't get it? This is true. Because Keith Robinson, who has got the worst... He's a black guy with white trash movie taste. He's the absolute worst. He told me that Ocean's 11 was excellent.
Oh, really?
Oh, he's a total ass. And it's one of the worst films I've ever seen. It was just horrendous. And I'm like, he loved Black Hawk Down. He's like, dude, it's great.
Yeah, it was, it's action beginning to end, but it kind of gets like, all right, we're still in the action. Yeah, give me something else. And then Heart's War, which is that goddamn Bruce Willis POW camp thing. They wrote me in because I'm thinking, all right, this is going to be like The Great Escape. It's going to be like a bunch of guys in a Nazi POW camp trying to escape.
Joking and digging tunnels.
Digging tunnels, joking, laughing, shooting some Nazis, choking them in the night or something. It turns out to be a courtroom drama. It was a goddamn courtroom drama. And they wrote me in. I'm like, you don't waste a good set like this and good special effects of explosions and planes on a World War II courtroom drama. Sucked.
There were some awful films made because there was an impending SAG strike coming. Everyone thought the actors were going. So they were just making film, just making movies to get a few in the can.
$17 a pop, those movies.
I agree. It stinks. I was going to watch the De Niro, Eddie Murphy movie just to hate it, but I couldn't make myself do it. I thought that was pretty bad.
A little too steep for you now to pay to watch something you might not want to watch.
Well, I knew I only had time for one, so I'm like, let me watch a good one. What was it?
Did you spank any of the Spectrovision?
George Clooney? No, the Spectrovision stinks. Come on, it's all softcore drivel. You know how far gone? That was cool when I was 15. Yeah. I'm 18 years beyond that.
You're light years past that. But remember when that used to satisfy?
Dude, Stir Crazy. There's a strip scene in Stir Crazy where the go-go dancers are dancing, and they show they're wearing thongs, and they do like an ass shake. And I would time it right, where I would just get ready, and the ass shake. Honest to God, I remember my dad would try to come in the living room and watch TV because we had cable, and I knew the scene was coming. I'm like, get out of here. So I would put on MTV to annoy him. And he's like, I'm going to go to bed. And he would go to bed and then right back and time it.
Look at you. That is hysterical.
Dude,
stuff like that used to satisfy, right?
But beyond that, then you start moving into, wow, you're a prostitute here. Thank you. Oh, it's popcorn tasting. Yeah, you move way beyond the softcore Spectrovision nonsense.
The Spectrovision, back in the ancient times when they used to have a cable service called Cinema 100.
Cinema 100.
You got no more channels. It wasn't anything. There was a box that sat on your TV with a huge switch and a key. And a key. It was like NORAD. Yeah. You turn the goddamn key, flip the switch, and on Saturday nights after midnight you got softcore porno movies.
Was it
in your own home? Electric Blue. No, this was even something different. It was just Cinema 100. So you'd watch this stuff, and they had movies like Fairy Tales. It was called, where it was this whole fairy tale.
I totally remember that. Yeah.
And a genre movie, but it was, you'd see cans and ass and an occasional quickly walking by bush shot. And other ones, they'd show The Last Tango in Paris. Things like that. Get the butter. And they'd show stuff like that. But like Jim said, you'd have to know the part that was coming up, because they'd show them back to back for 8 hours straight. And you'd know the part that was coming up and have to work it. And then at the prime moment, you'd finish up, because a lot of the times you couldn't finish up because the second you see something nice and you really go to town and you're ready to finish, there's the guy's face going, big veiny neck and whiskers and just the top of the girl's back. You're like, great, I just finished to a guy.
Hey, go ahead. I used to love the old on Cinemax, the old Emmanuel films. There was Black Emmanuel, Goodbye Emmanuel in Bangkok with Laura Gemser. They were sexy films. Yeah. You get beyond that as you become more of a sexual actor.
Remember a movie called Cheerleaders?
No.
It's called Cheerleaders. It was one of those softcore pornos, and it was the football team and the cheerleaders going around and just effing everybody. And then the cheerleaders decide they're going to F the other team to wear them out. And the F scenes were hysterical. And you just see these huge, big 70s Earth Mama muffs on these cheerleaders. Hi, we're cheerleaders. What the hell is it? You put your pom-pom is in your lap. Horrid.
I like seduction, though, man. I didn't like just the straight F scenes. I liked, lesbian seduction was my favorite thing.
I got to the point where, like you said, you move on and things aren't as effective anymore. When you think about it, a goddamn Sears catalog used to work. When you see the panty ads and things like that, and then you move on and on and on. I got to the point where, as far as porno goes, I don't want a story. I don't want characters. I don't want comedy. I don't want drama. I need something to get effed within a minute into turning that movie on.
I'm just the opposite. I have to have story.
Storyline, right?
I have to, because you can't believe it. It's like, I can't believe he's doing that with her.
I don't care. If the chick is hot and she's going to town and she's talented and a lot of action, I don't care how she got there, what she's doing there, who the guy is. Why do I care? I just want to see a big hog just slamming in. That's it.
Plot, never good. I like plot, never good. I like stuff.
You don't care about their life in real life. You don't want to see it on film.
I like plot.
I need a little story.
I like plot.
Just a little.
Hate it.
A little setup.
Only because it's like it puts. When I'm whacking my bag, I have to somehow believe that I could be in that situation. Like when I would.
See, that's sick and disturbing, and you have a problem.
No, but when I would fantasize.
Take it for what it is. It is visual stimulation.
Even when I was fantasizing, like in high school, I still somehow had to make it a believable fantasy with the girl.
Yeah.
Like it couldn't just be she walks into the classroom and, ooh, waka waka. It was just, all right. It needed to have, like, we're walking home, she catches me looking at her ass. It had to be realistic for me to dump.
Jimmy, are you looking at me?
No, I'm not. Well, come here, sniff. You know, like that. I mean,
you needed a whole storyline.
I have to have a storyline. Yeah, I have to. And it had to be believable.
But fantasies are one thing. I can understand that. When you're watching a movie.
Same thing. Visual fantasy.
As long as the visual is there, I could give a crap about storyline. It pisses me off when something's going on and all of a sudden, ding dong, ooh, put the clothes back up. I'm like, oh, fast forward, don't care. All right, the schlong's back out, he's slamming her. Back to play.
See how bad this would be if you and me checked into a hotel to help each other out a little? We'd be fighting over what film to get.
Fighting over the remote, maybe hurt each other by tugging too hard on one part.
Come on, slow down. I need storyline.
All right, look, we got a break.
Never even got to talk about the hotel, the reason I was bringing it up.
And trust me, you don't want to go anywhere.
It's disgusting.
Anthony went to a men's locker room.
I went to the
He
gym.
went through a men's locker room.
The pool in the hotel.
And he has some observations.
Yeah, my opinions of men's locker rooms.
I'll save you. He was not happy that he had to walk through this men's locker room.
No, but there was plenty of storyline in there, Jim.
So we'll talk about that right after break. Also, we got to talk about Ben calling everyone completely hammered, hanging out with the Patriots.
Yeah,
we're doing a Super Bowl ring party.
Ben's the latest teammate.
It was hilarious.
He's the latest.
He called us 3 or 4 times when we were driving back to Boston from the River Rave. And then Jim's got some observations on this big dig.
Oh, I sat in that too.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's only 12:30, 1 o'clock on Sunday night. You got to expect traffic.
Also, Ant, really fast, the WOW contest. It starts today. It's going to go on for a few weeks where the girls come down and they qualify. You got to get your shots in. These are the stations that are helping us out with the WOW contest. New York, of course, Philly, Boston, Cleveland, Buffalo, Washington, Chicago, Columbus, New Orleans, Sacramento, San Francisco, Dallas, and Vegas. If we mentioned your city right there, all you have to do is show up at the station. They'll take your pictures, and they'll send them up to us, and eventually the listeners are going to vote for the best WOW, Anthony. This is a huge, huge contest, even bigger than the Naughty Nighty contest.
Cold hard cash.
Cold hard cash, $5,000 up for grabs. You got to be 18 or older. The cash provided by RisqueVideo.com, your 24-hour adult video novelty and DVD superstore. That's Risque, RISQUE, video.com.
Good stories on those videos?
RisqueVideo.com. Many good
drama,
yes.
Comedy.
I don't like comedy. Comedy and porn never work.
No, we talked about that.
Ever.
The silly porn.
With the stupid music. And the guy comes out of the pizza truck and, oh, you look so goofy. He starts hammering the girl.
Yeah, it does nothing for me.
Look, I'm laughing and jerking it.
I don't even want to smirk when I'm ready to dump. I don't even want my lips to curl up a little bit.
The only thing funny should be the face I'm making.
Exactly. Or as soon as I dump, if the guy kills her on film, then you have a laugh.
Hey, any girls show up for this WOW thing yet?
Yeah, now they'll be running in droves.
Sorry.
This conversation.
Well, Psycho Tim, he's bringing some professionals down. Right?
Well, speaking of traffic, they just called the stuck in the Callahan Tunnel right now.
Great.
They're about an hour out from Shamrock Entertainment.
I don't. How many Irish names in one sentence? the Callahan Tunnel from the Shamrock Entertainment.
I was trying to explain Saudi to Jim Norton last night on the way home.
Take him down there.
And how brutal they are in that.
We spent St. Patty's Day in Saudi once, me and Opie, and it was just...
It was pretty scary.
You know.
And I'm white.
It's fun. You drink a few beers, you wire a few car bombs.
Yeah.
It's fun.
You beat your brother up.
Yeah,
I love it up here,
brother.
dude. They're just angry white people. They're great.
It's true. Well, they have pubs called the Teamsters Pub. You know, you're in trouble with walking to that place.
Great.
Oh, yeah.
So, Union Pubs.
Yeah, Psycho Tim's bringing some girls by. Hopefully other ladies will show up. We're at WBCN today, 1265 Boylston Street, if you want to do the wow thing today for us, okay? Roy!
The Opie and Anthony Show, 102.7 WNEW.
POD alive. We're back with the Opie and Anthony Show. Another band that just rocked yesterday at the River Rave, Anthony.
Yeah.
This is our hangover show. We went to the River Rave. It was like 12 hours of just fun, debauchery.
Got home very
madness.
late.
Yeah, we got home late. So,
Me and Ben, never-ending search for beer that goes on at the River Rave for some reason. And weren't we laughing over like every year? Every year. The beer. The lack of beer. You walk into one place and you look at the cooler that had beer in it, and it's just empty, and you're like, oh, no, there's no beer left in here. And then you're on a search.
Other radio stations don't drink like you guys do. No, that's the problem.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I don't know where Ben gets the energy, because we were there for like 12 straight hours, and then he's like, dude, I'm off to some Super Bowl ring ceremony.
It was the Patriots ring ceremony, yeah.
And he wanted all of us to go, but we all bailed.
Give them their Super Bowl rings last night.
But Ben's just calling everybody all excited all night long, just completely hammered, saying, I'm standing next to... At one point, we asked you if you were standing next to Drew Bledsoe, and you said he's not even there or something.
Well,
but
no, you want to know what? You're such a dick. You set me up. You go, hey, it's Drew Bledsoe there. I'm standing right next to William McGinnis. I go, and I go, William McGinnis goes, yo, man, why are you talking about Drew Bledsoe? We were there. Tim was with me. We were like, there was only a few like people that weren't New England Patriots at this thing. It was really cool. It was sweet.
Yeah. And I heard you got to try on a ring.
The coolest thing was trying on the ring. As I was coming out of the bathroom, 2 of the Pats were in there, and I'm like, holy cow, the ring. The guy goes, just wash your hands off. Put it on. It was sweet.
Just wash your hands, really. If you're in the bathroom, he doesn't want your schlong.
I hear those rings are so big you could wear them as C rings.
Yeah, 15,000 a pop.
Can't say that.
Oh, you can't?
No, you can't say it like that.
Oh, boy, Sweater Boy is really happy. He gets to hit the dump button.
You can't say it like that. We're
Jimmy
responsible
learns every day.
broadcasters.
I don't think that's that bad.
Jimmy's learning every day.
We've lost about $21,000, but we're learning every day. Pony up.
None of those had anything to do with little Jimmy.
Oh, for the record, Jimmy really wanted to go because he wanted to get more photos. That's all he talked about. Dude, I can get photos with the Pats, dude.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, come on, let's go.
But we were stuck in that big traffic, and then we didn't know if we had passed the exit. We weren't getting off in Roxbury.
Yeah, I was explaining how they segregate their people up here.
Yeah, they certainly do.
I swear to God, Errol, it's the truth, though. I'm like, all right, that's Roxbury. There's, mostly black over there. Southie's over there, all white, not even one black there.
All white Irish.
The Italians in the North End,
the white,
and the Jews in Snooten. Better known as Newton.
Boy.
All segregated. Because we were trying to get off, whatever, it's too local for everybody else, but
it was a pain in the ass.
We were stuck in the big traffic. It was midnight on a Sunday, and you're in traffic.
For no reason.
And we left a little early to beat the crowd out of the stadium parking lot.
Yeah, and then you find yourself in that crap at midnight on a Sunday.
Jim goes, I don't even know what the big dig is, and I hate it.
I was so aggravated.
It stinks.
Because you could see around the corner and just all red brake lights and tail lights and nobody was moving. And I'm like,
that's the worst when you come around the corner or over the hill and you go, all right, maybe it starts moving. Oh, no. It goes as far as I can see.
It was awful. Jim, you haven't spent a lot of time up here. You got to explain Boston traffic to Anthony.
What?
He just was losing his effing mind. He doesn't get it because it's unlike any other city, the traffic up here, and how people drive.
He drove with me here today, by the way. I think he completely understands my take on the whole thing.
Yeah, I did. Every time I've driven with him, he's gotten lost. It's horrible. It's either he's retarded or I'm bad luck.
You know why?
It's not like this is the first time we've done a show from BCN, man.
The first time, I'll let you know, the first time was in D.C., and it's that goddamn Beltway, and I was completely... asked with that.
You went all the way around.
I went all the way around. I'm heading north again. I'm like,
listen to all the D.C. people listening to you, laughing at you right now. Anthony went all the way around.
I was going
no
from
one
Philly.
goes all the way around.
I was going from Philly to D.C.,
and I'm on 95, and then I notice I'm on 95, I'm heading north again. I'm like, wait a minute.
D.C. has the only road in America, it says south, but you're really going north.
Yeah. You go around. It's the belt. It goes all the way around.
But they don't feel like they need to change the signs. No. You're still going south, even though you passed the point of going south, and now you're going north again.
They should have a big sign that says that. You've passed the point of going south. You are heading north now again on the belt.
It's one big-ass loop, and if you don't know what you're doing, you're effed.
They don't put that sign there.
No.
And you've said we've been coming here.
We've done 9 or 10 shows from the studio now.
We never stayed at the Ritz-Carlton.
Dude,
from the Colonnade, I could get here in a snap.
You can see Fenway Park from any point.
Don't even start about what you can see in Boston and how you get there, because that ain't going to wash with me, my friend.
All you have to do
the one-way street, the make a left turn, because now I'm heading toward what I see, and it flips you around and puts you on Starro Drive heading the other way. Stop it. I spent a bunch of time...
So you saw Fenway, you just didn't know how to get there.
Dude, I spent time taking Beacon down, right?
Right.
I make one wrong move because I can't go the way I want to make. I'm on Star Drive, right back where I started. Right back where I started.
And you jumped the curb, right?
Yeah.
How cool is it when he gets pissed off when he's driving?
You know there's a curb getting jumped when you hear you stupid CF, and then he just jumps up on the curb and spins around. It was great.
The string of curses that come out of my mouth, and it was a big curb and a median all in between, and then it dropped down into another lane. I just turned the wheels, boom, 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 up on the median.
Have you ever been driving with Anthony when people actually jump out of the way?
They have to.
All right.
They're on sidewalks.
It'll happen eventually. Because he does drive on sidewalks when he gets really
I've driven on the sidewalks. I've driven on the median strip.
And he starts screaming and beeping his horn, get the F out of my way. Like they're the problem now.
They are at that point, because I'm driving on a place that you're not supposed to be driving. So if anyone else is on there, they're in the wrong. And I mean that. I had to get to the airport once. I had to get to Kennedy Airport once. I'm taking the Belt Parkway out in Queens. And it was backed up. A lot of traffic. Took the median almost the whole way there. But there were huge drainage ditches in it. So it's like a scene out of Bullet. My car is flying into the air. And at that point, I'm just like, if a cop pulls me over, I'll really give him the sob story. Maybe he'll help me out. Or I get arrested. Either I make it or I don't. That's my whole take on driving anywhere. I got to get there quickly. And when I get pissed, like you saw today, Norton, I do things. I make things happen.
I was just giggling in the back seat, happy.
But he doesn't do it out loud because he knows I'm just like,
oh, yeah. No,
I'm at my breaking point.
Enjoying it.
It is really funny to see Anthony lose his F in mind, but you don't want to vocalize that ever.
There's no rhyme or reason to the roads here in Boston. None. There's no rhyme or reason. If you're in Manhattan, right, and you're at 9th and 57th, and you got to get to 2nd and 35th, you know how to get there. It's a grid system. It's wonderful. The streets go down, the avenues go up and down here. You know exactly what you got to do. Here, oh, all right, there's Fenway. I see it. There's a major highway in my way that seems impassable. It seems that they have put this highway in there with no way to pass it.
You got to explain that to other cities. Yeah, Mass Ave, they only have literally 2 exits.
Yeah. And then there's a trench.
You're 10 miles out. You're on the Mass
Pike.
Mass Pike, I'm sorry. And there's not enough exits to get off the damn highway.
No, not at all. And you know, just because if you're heading west to east on the Mass Pike, don't be silly and think the same exits are going to be there if you're going the other way. Don't hop on thinking, all right, if I'm heading west on the Mass Pike, I could then just hop off at Copley Square exit. It ain't there. There isn't one. Why? I don't know. They decided they didn't need one for people that might want to take that as a way to bypass 93. Talk about some local references. Holy Jesus.
I know. All right.
But that's why I get angry. And like Jim said, SFC face mother FC.
That's great.
Yeah, and he's giggling.
He strings curses together like no one else. Like no one else. His combinations are unbelievable.
And I lost my cell phone. So now I got to get another cell phone.
What'd you call it?
It's off dead, like done. They won't answer. It's me. Hi. Leave a message. Ask, where's my phone? I don't know. You lost it, Dick.
Maybe it's in the locker room of the hotel.
Ooh.
Let's get back to that.
Wow.
Anthony, actually, you decide to work out at the hotel?
No, stop. Don't be silly. Don't be silly. They have a great facility there at the Ritz-Carlton. But no, I went to the pool. They have like an Olympic pool there. The lanes and everything. Going to do some laps. You know what I mean? I'm doing some laps. At least I can't get lost. It's a straight line. I'm doing laps, Opie. Yeah. A little backstroke, a little butterfly, doggy paddle, whatever works.
Are you talking about swimming or the gay pride parade?
Yeah, we'll talk about that, too.
Yeah.
No, I just have a problem with men's locker rooms. Men's locker room. For some reason, I had to go through. There's a great workout facility, and you got to give him your room key card, and he gives you a card, and then you give the card to the guy, and he gives you a key to the locker room. It's like this big protocol thing. And then you have to walk through the men's locker room to get to the pool area. No other way to get there. You must walk through the men's locker room. I hate the smell of men's locker room. It's feet and ass. That's all it's disgusting. I would never be in a men's locker room ever if it wasn't the only way to go to the pool. And then there's this phenomenon that just happens every time. Guys, for some reason, feel they have to be completely naked because they can be in the locker room. There's plenty of towels. If you want to shower because you got to do something, fine. There's a shower area. I'm not going to go gawking at the showers. I know there's nude men there. That's where I don't look.
You just hang up your little towel as you're taking your shower. There's not much.
Right. You're bathing. You get done. There's plenty of towels. As a matter of fact, they're all over the place. You put one around you. You wipe off. Whatever you got to do.
Basically, no need to walk around the whole locker room.
There is no need if I am walking through the locker room to get from the point where I got to give the guy the key to the pool itself that I should see or have to see naked men. They're walking around like you get your little lockers sectioned off and stuff, and they're in there. They're walking between lockers, just with a towel in his hand. His sea just out, a big hairy bird nest mess. And even if you're not looking directly at it, your peripherals still see this big mess.
You know it's there.
You know it's there, and it's not proper.
You don't look at the sun, but you know it's there.
It's not right, and it is, I will say, any guy, and call me out on this if you want, because you're going to have a hard time explaining this to me. Any guy that walks around the locker room of any gym for any purpose is gay. Is gay. If you take a shower and you're naked in the shower and then you put the towel on around you, you towel off, and you're by your locker and you take the towel, now you put your pants on, that's fine. It's part of the game there. But if you're walking up and down the aisles or walking from the shower to your locker and your junk is just dripping on the carpet
and you're holding your towel
and there's guys that are just trying to get to the pool, there's no need for me to have every sense just raped. I'm smelling man ass. I'm seeing crotch. I'm in an environment I don't like. So any guy that does this is gay, because if there was a 1/1000000000% of a chance that there'd be a chick that might see you naked, you got an argument. I'll even give you that.
Right.
Here's the one place that guaranteed you won't see a girl. You're walking around naked in a place where absolutely there won't be a girl. Yet you feel compelled to stroll around
Maybe
nude.
that's the reason they do it.
Why?
Just because they feel I don't know.
Gay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Gay.
I'm trying to play the other side, but you're right.
Any guy.
Rick is holding up a sign. It's called cruising.
Rick, is that called cruising?
These are the guys. Hold on,
Cruising.
Rick. Hold on, Rick, who works out at the Chelsea gym.
Oh.
Do you, Rick? You're living downtown now. That must be fun trying to find a gym for you.
Well, no.
fella.
I run into the same stuff all the time.
Yeah.
And it's a constant
Guys
barrage.
that are pissed that you're naked.
No?
Okay. All right, you got me. No, but it doesn't even matter where it's at. No matter what gym you're at, there's always guys doing it, and they're always like these big fat old men who decide they're going to pop their leg up, and then they're like, then you catch them by the hand blowers. Like, I don't even look, it's just peripheral.
Yeah.
Where it's like, all right, that's a sink, that's a hand blower. This guy is standing by the hand blower just blowing his sack.
Trying to dry off.
Yeah, he's got the thing pointed down there, and he's just standing there like
but you work out at an unusual gym, bro.
And that was on Long Island, dude.
Oh, all right.
That's not even in the city.
Fire Island, Long Island?
Yeah.
Cherry Grove.
Where you spent last week.
Rick, you do work out at a gay gym.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm not proud of it.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
It's the gym that's closest to his place. It is bad. He has told some stories, bro.
Dude.
They must love you.
Oh, my God, he must strut in.
I don't stick around long enough.
Rick is chum.
No, I don't hang around long enough. It's throw the bag in the locker, I'm out.
Rick goes in the water. Gays come cruising.
Our gays.
Dude, it's not water.
They don't seem to be living till they AF you.
Drink to your foreskin.
Eyes roll back white, lifeless eyes, like a homo's eyes.
Wow, that must be brutal for you.
It's especially brutal when you see people that look like they could be any normal guy, like, uncle or whatever.
Yeah.
And he walks up and he starts rubbing the stomach of another guy who's doing crunches.
And the guy is you, and...
No, not me. No, wrong. I'm not gay.
Boy, that is something. So there must be a lot of what they call cruising.
Yes.
Around in that area.
Rooms.
That's just like a smorgasbord.
And the worst part,
Do you shower in that locker room?
Nah.
I'm trying.
No. It's sweats on, throw the bag in there, lock it up, and I'm out. Oh,
there's got to be something that could be there, because I'm convinced that smell, that locker room smell, smells like homosexuals. It has to come from men walking around nude. That's where the smell comes from. It's like you're breathing in ass.
That's a great observation, though.
It's horrid.
Brilliant.
All men walk around locker room naked, gay. All.
End of
no
story.
exceptions, ever. Thank you.
All right, Ant.
Off to the gay parade break, right?
Well, I guess that's really quick. We were driving in town, and I guess Saturday they had the gay pride parade up here in Boston, and we didn't know. We're just driving up Boylston, and I go to Jim. I go, wow, Jim, check out those two chicks making out. And I was really, really
Boston
happy.
rules.
And then you go another block, and it was just all over, Johnny.
Yeah. I heard them. They had a concert in the park and everything, and it was all like angry lesbian music coming through the window.
Wasn't Sophie B. Hawkins playing?
Sophie B. Hawkins was playing. And I'm laughing because I thought it was just like some cover bands or something.
They couldn't get the Indigo Girls?
Yeah. I thought it was cover bands playing and stuff. So I'm just mocking how she sounds. I'm like, she can't even sing this song right.
And it was
this band sucks. And then they introduce her, and I hear her name. I'm like, man, that was a girl that does it. What do I know? I stink.
Did you have a good seat at the show?
Yeah, it was wonderful. I walked around naked the whole park with the towel in my hand. It's great. The whole park smelled like ass. It was fantastic. No. I just shut the windows so I could watch a movie. Me hearing out there is, ooh.
We were taking a cab and just working that one cab driver going, all the faggots are in town today.
Were you trying to get him to talk?
Oh, yeah, we were just being idiots.
Yeah, that's pretty funny when you do that.
We were being idiots.
Oh, geez, a lot of the fags out today, huh? And then you wait for them to feel you out and think that it's cool. Yeah. I don't like these goddamn faggots. Homos in the park.
Any girls here for the WOW contest?
Any?
Not yet. Tim? Psycho Tim, where are your girls? Oh, boy.
Traffic.
Oh, boy.
Trust me.
Oh, boy.
Through the Callahan Tunnel.
We might have to call you Dustin Diamond.
Hopefully they had a Shamrock with them.
We might have to call you the showstopper for 4 days. He promised us 4 hot girls to get this WOW contest going, Ant.
Goddamn Screech. Man, I'm still reading email on that one. What a disaster that was for Friday.
It was fun, though. It was so bad, it was fun.
Yeah.
I think people will enjoy seeing us take it in the face every once in a while. Just eat crap.
A type of fun we'll ever invite him back for, Opie?
No.
Of course not.
No. Okay, the WOW contest is on it. It starts today. Game on. The girls are going to have a few weeks to qualify. All you have to do is go down to the stations that are participating in this. We just learned that Cleveland is having a little problem with the WOW contest. No, the radio station, is beyond cool, but I guess there's a new policy at that station that they can't have nudity in that building anymore.
No nudity.
So they're trying to find another area they could take the pictures of the girls.
What's wrong with nudity?
Who owns the building that's saying that?
It's not the radio station.
No, I know. What douchebag owns the building?
They're obviously in some kind of corporate office park or something. And,
so you can't have nudity in the station itself, even though it's...
No. So they're going to try to find somewhere else to do it.
No, that's not it. They were horrified of the last contest. People were horrified of the contestants walking in and the hijinks.
Hijinks and shenanigans and mirth.
Who was the corporate owners who want to F people out of their life savings but don't show cans? Scumbags.
Not everyone's Enron, dude.
Yeah, most of them are.
Anyone who has a problem with, female nudity.
All right, so these are the cities that are in on the WOW contest. New York, Philly, Boston, Cleveland, Buffalo, D.C., Chicago, Columbus, New Orleans, Sacramento, San Francisco, Dallas, Las Vegas. God, we're on a lot of radio stations, huh?
Nice.
If we named your city or town there, you just show up at the station and get your WOW pictures done. Eventually, our listeners will vote for the best WOW. And one lucky lady's walking away with $5,000, courtesy of Risque Video, RISQU video.com. They got a website, risquevideo.com. They're supplying the $5,000 cash. What? My fat naked gym guy bit? Yeah. All right, we'll play this and we'll be back. Maria.
Yeah.
Hi, what's up?
Hi, how are you?
Good.
She was on the show, like.
Okay, look. Everybody.
Someone hit the wrong button.
Are you still hungover?
Are you all right, Ben? It was Back to the Future here.
That heavy Super Bowl ring on your finger?
I said it earlier, man. He looks like the dude from Back to the Future. He gets all freaked out. You sweat so much, and he puts.
When Ben sweats, he puts his hands through his hair in a way that almost gives him a mohawk, but the sides also stick out,
and it makes it look like he's stressing even more than he usually does. And
we have to get the DeLorean up to 88 miles an hour.
And he has the herky jerky. Yeah. I had the wrong track, dude.
We'll go Back to the Future and find more beer.
I'll find the real track.
Those Philip Seymour Hoffman mutton chops.
I screwed up. I hit the wrong track.
It's a tough day for us all, Ben.
Yeah, it's called the Hangover Show with Opie and Anthony. Hit it.
Now presenting Real American A-Hole. Today we flip off you, Mr. Really Fat Walk Around the Locker Room, Talk to Everybody Naked Guy.
Mr. Really Fat Walk Around the Locker Room and Talk to Everybody Naked Guy.
You've seen him. He sweats just from breathing. What? Then he proceeds to have total conversations with anybody who'll listen, standing there buck-ass naked.
That's not cool, man.
No real man wants to see another man naked, least of all someone like you, who looks like they're wearing fuzzy underwear and just swallowed a kid's hippity-hop toy.
Oh.
And you seem to think that this type of behavior is okay for straight men, but I've got news for you. It's not.
You're not sexy.
You've got a towel. Now use it.
Cover that ass crack.
And next time, do us all a favor. Shut your mouth, get dressed. How about a crunch or two, fat boy?
Mr. Really Fat Walk Around the Locker Room, Talk to Everybody Naked Guy.
Sum 41, Fat Lip, another band that played the River Rave yesterday at the beautiful CMGI Field, Anthony.
What a time.
The brand new stadium that the Patriots will be using.
What a time was had by all.
From now on, and Sum 41 definitely rocked. It's the day after. This is the Hangover Show. We spent the whole day rocking and rolling and acting like we were 17 again.
At least we didn't have any problems with the police. You know, we were fine. I saw a couple of people had a lot of fun. I'll just say.
People are stupid because all the cops I saw, they were very tolerant.
Yeah,
they were
very
allowing
cool.
a lot of things
you had to be really uncool to get in trouble. It amounted to people. How is a cop that I saw walking by holding a pipe and holding the hands of a kid, his hands behind his back, walking, going, how do you not look around and see who's watching you before you spark up?
You gotta, he's the guy that's like, dude, look at me. Dude, I'm smoking a bowl, man. There's a cop like 2 feet. F you, man. You want to get high. It doesn't have to be a spectacle. You just go and you get high.
It's not too hard to do.
These guys, it's not hard to do.
You're with your friends.
Really
get a look this up, because I don't think there were any undercover cops there.
No, it was all I saw were uniformed guys and the guys in security that were bringing some people in that were smoking. I guess they should have been smoking, or I don't know what it was. Even the people that were moshing and being thrown over the rail, they were just being told to, all right, run back and get back in the crowd. It wasn't a big problem. You really had to be a dick to get in trouble yesterday. And I saw a few, man. I was standing in the back, saw a guy just beat to hell. Big, bloody eye. Almost looked like Tyson after the Tyson fight. Very badly beaten.
Which we'll be talking about soon.
Yeah. And cops with him. And the guy dropped something. I guess what he was is somebody who wanted to file a complaint with the cop. He didn't seem to be in trouble, but he dropped something, and the cop is still walking. He goes, oh, wait a minute, whoa, whoa, whoa. Then goes to bend over to pick it up and falls. And the cop, all I see is looks at him and goes, so how much you have to drink today? It's like, gone. Another guy that probably had a little too much to drink, said something he shouldn't have said, grabbed someone he shouldn't have grabbed, and got in a fight. You got to be an idiot to really get in trouble at these things. But there was a parade of people sometimes. There were times where, in a 5-minute clip, I'd see 3 or 4 people being pulled out because they were being stupid. Entertaining for me.
Very nice. And we got to move on to the Lady Di thing.
Yeah, what is going on now?
Well, we're going to find out. You know the deal. Anthony came up with a great idea. We have a lot of these hanger-ons, and it's time to thin the herd.
Thin the herd.
We want to try to get rid of at least 3 of them by the end of the summer.
Yeah, the whole Patty thing started the ball rolling, and we realized, look, some of these people are just taking the place of maybe somebody else that would be involved in the show and really give us some great entertainment. But we haven't been able to bring new people in because we have so much dead wood around. So Lady Di, we noticed, isn't as talented, as funny, as charismatic as Marion, her friend. They've been together, like retarded Siamese twins since they were kids. They came in together. They always come in together. Yet Marion has that spark. That's something that we want for the show. When Lady Di has nothing, and she is a waste.
You know what someone has to do on one of our websites, because you just nailed it. You know those Siamese twins where the one wheels her sister around and she's the country singer?
The country singer, and they're connected by the face and head.
Tell me they don't look like Lady Di and Marion. Someone's got to do a split screen.
Mold them together, yeah.
Someone has got to do a split screen. My sister's a country western singer.
She wants to sing country western. Yeah, I'm sure the people really concentrate on the words.
Yeah, that's why they're
that horrific mess.
Yeah, that's why they're there to see you sing country western.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even know they were connected at the face.
Right. She has a nice voice and another person growing out of her skull. Just be what you are. Stop thinking people are accepting you. They're not ugly.
Big, dopey, 2 cowboy hats sewn together thing.
The best part of those 2 girls, the one likes her hair short and dyed, and the other one likes it long. So I guess some hairdresser somewhere has to decide, where the one girl's hair ends and
where her head ends. Yeah.
And the other girl's hair begins.
You know what it looks like? If you ever been, I'm sure there are plenty of cities and suburbs of cities that have neighborhoods like this, but in Queens, New York, they have these 2-family homes. And there are 2 front doors in the front. The left side of this building is one family. The right side is a completely different family. You own these things. They're yours. So you could paint them or panel them any way you please. So if right family on the right side decides they want to do aluminum siding, they only do it on their side.
Yeah.
It's the same building.
Yeah.
And then left side guy wants brick face.
Right.
So it's this ridiculous line. It's one
does
building
look ridiculous.
with half of it one way, half the other way. Her head is like she wants to be a blonde, but the other one wants to be a redhead. So they what? Did you get a carpenter and snap a line between their head, find the dividing mark, and die accordingly?
Yeah.
And what, Opie? As I'm thinking, I realize how silly I sound. What? And that looks ridiculous?
Yeah.
As opposed to just having a plain woman with the same color hair growing out of your face?
It looks more ridiculous. But Marion and Lady Di look like those twins. Someone has to do a split screen somewhere.
So what they should do when she's singing country with a little person propped up on the table, hand out rotten tomatoes to the audience. Let them just
throw it at the other sister.
Throw rotten tomatoes at her stupid
Ooh.
All right, so
big crowd with torches and pitchforks. Put the beast to its death.
So Lady Di is on the bubble, right?
Yeah.
We've given her a week to come up with something.
Marion will not have to go through this.
No.
Because Marion gives us entertaining radio when she comes on. Oh, don't get me wrong. She is retarded. But she's got something.
I'll defend Marion. I like her a lot.
She sticks up for herself.
She's got spunk.
She's got spunk. She got that voice, which is just very original.
She has a sexiness and a pizzazz to her.
You like it?
Yeah.
And
them cans around.
She is so awful, and she doesn't care. She just doesn't care. She thinks she looks beautiful.
She sticks up for herself, though.
Big time.
I got gray hair.
Big time.
It's fun. I just got perm.
Oh, Portland has just been added to the WOW contest.
Welcome, Portland.
Okay, go ahead, Ant.
And Lady Di, like we were saying, we really don't say anything. So it's time to get rid of some of this dead wood. Here's what we're doing. On Friday, Lady Di has had, since, I guess, Thursday of last week, we gave her a little time period. By this Friday, she has to come up with something, an idea for anything, a stunt. She could read something. I don't care what it is. She could perform an act, anything that would let the listeners of this show think, all right, she's worth something for this show.
She should stick around for a while longer.
If she's going to do stuff like this, then she's worth having around the show. We leave it up to the audience, and we give Lady Di a chance to show her stuff to the audience. That's how it's going to work. She's got till Friday. She's had no clue what she was going to do on Thursday. She's one of those people, what do I do? What do you think I should do? We don't know. You got to come up with it yourself.
Now I'm hearing that she's completely freaked out about this whole thing, and she's been bothering everybody.
Well, if she doesn't come up with something good enough and the audience votes her off the show, she's off.
She's done.
That's it. Never again to return.
We should get our partner on the air, Marion, because I guess Lady Di's been driving her nuts. So, Stinky's back in New York, right? Hey, Marion.
Hi. Hi, Opie. Hi, Anthony. How you doing?
Let's do it!
Hey.
All right.
That's her soundbite. She has her own soundbite.
Let's do it!
I like that. That's cool.
So, Marion, we've been away for a few days. What's been going on with this whole situation?
She is driving me Looney Tune with this. She is in a panic stage. I mean, really. She might be calling you up. She don't know what to do. She's afraid.
Marion, has she been... Marion, has she been bouncing ideas off of you?
Actually, I don't know. Well, she says she might do something, but she's not really sure, and she hasn't told me anything yet. But she is
hasn't told you anything, huh?
every night on the phone. No, every night on the phone. I'm afraid that they like you better than me, and what's going to happen if I get thrown off the air?
Have we been vague at all on that point?
She's crying to me.
I'm afraid you know something.
She's having a panic attack about this, guys.
I've really been looking into this, and I believe, based on just hunch, that they enjoy you, man.
You know what I would love to see is these two girls fight it out in the ring, but something Ron and Fez have been doing.
No.
Let me tell you.
Hold on, Marion. I would love to see these two go at it for three or 4 rounds.
Just watch them punch each other's
How about you just hand them both hammers?
I would win, but hey.
Beat each other's fat, awful heads.
Go ahead, Marion.
You know something?
Beat the lisp out of you.
Hey, look. I love you guys, believe me. I love everybody up there. And I go up there just to have fun. But she's taking everything too serious. She is. She's flipping out. She's going to work, telling people at work that she don't know what to do. She's afraid. I'm like, I told her, knock off the garbage.
You're a hot little sexy F monkey.
She's driving everybody crazy with this. She's on a website.
I love to TF you.
Trying to
you
come
can just
out
tie
with
him in a knot around your schlong.
Wait, she's been going on websites to find ideas?
Yeah, she's trying to find out. She's asking people. She's asking people that she talks to on the internet for what to
Has
do.
she been on Rotten?
I don't know what she goes on.
Rotten.com.
Opie Anthony,
yourself on a steak.
I don't know what she goes on besides, Sound of Music and Opie Anthony. She goes on message boards and stuff.
Hey, Platypus Mouth, has she come out with any ideas that she's actually told you?
Actually, no. Because she doesn't want to tell me because she wants to be a surprise.
Nothing.
She has nothing. She has something, but she's not telling me. Because you know why?
You Norton.
You know why she's not telling me
So you can go to the store and get the costume and win the costume prize?
You know why she's not telling me this? Because she's saying, oh, well, you have a soundbite and I don't have anything. She says, and they like you better than me. I told her, knock off the 2-year-old stuff. But that's cool. Hey, I like that, guys. Hey, I told you know what?
Hey, Marion.
What?
Do you listen?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm just wondering.
I do listen.
That mouth just gets going and it's over, Johnny.
I do listen.
Oh,
but I wanted to let you know.
Oh, my God, you're not listening. Stop in
What?
It's like a freight train.
Can I talk?
Yeah, go ahead.
Stop, breathe, and listen every once in a while.
I'm listening.
Okay, good. All right, we're going to bring Lady Di into this conversation.
All right, let's bring Lady Di into this conversation.
Ask her if she's having a panic attack.
Hi, Marion. I'm not having a panic attack. I am
You're
fine.
like flipping out.
I am not flipping out. I'm just fine.
You are too. If my husband was here, I'd put him on the phone because you're driving him crazy. You just went to the store.
No way.
You're like, you are. You're calling me up, panicking, having a friggin'
I was asking you what you think I should do.
Yeah, because you're scared that they like you better than me. And I told you, they don't like you better than me. They like us both the same. But you know what it is?
Wrong. No.
I don't go up there with paranoia. Diane, you go up there with paranoia. You're afraid what people are going to think.
No, I'm a little shyer than you. That's what it is.
The thing is, I don't care what people think about what I say, because I'll tell them
I love that we're breaking up a 20-year relationship over a stupid...
Hold on. What'd you say, Marion?
I'll tell them to pound forth up their butt if they don't like what I say.
Call me the devil's son. I don't care, but I
love the way, hi, Boston.
We're messing up their 20-year... Oh, listen at these.
How you doing, Boston?
God,
they don't care.
Diane, listen, I do not care what anybody thinks of what I say when I go up there, because they know the show. And I love you. You're my best friend. But I don't have to walk around worried about what this one thinks and what that one thinks, because I don't care what anybody thinks.
Okay.
And you got to stop thinking that. My husband's right here. Believe me, you're driving Joe nuts.
I am doing the best I can. Believe me.
You got to stop. But you got to stop thinking.
You're showing the background.
Yeah, you got to stop thinking after the show. What if this one hears me now?
Suck it.
You know what you got to say, Diane? The hell with them. Let them kiss your butt if they don't like what you say.
Oh.
That's the way I look at it.
A big nasty.
Marion.
What?
Marion.
What?
Has Rick told you about the special Marion T-shirts?
No.
You have a T-shirt?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, we do.
I don't care what people think when I'm up there and saying what I say, because it's what I do.
Marion, hear me out. I can't believe Rick hasn't told you. They should be out very, very soon. A special Let's Do It T-shirt.
Let's do it. It's got a picture of you. You know, have you seen the ones of Norton and Stinky and everybody else from the show that is doing very well? I've heard that your shirt, because Foundry Music has told people that this is going to come out, has more pre-orders than any other shirt.
He thinks this is great.
It's bigger than any other shirt that demand.
I'm very happy for you. You have a T-shirt. I'm very happy for you.
That's news to me, but hey, if I do, I do. You got to get one now. When you go up there Friday, Diane, when you go up there Friday, you got to do something and say something, but you don't. But after you say it, you got to stop thinking, what if this one hears me and that one hears me? I don't have to worry about that.
I'm done with that.
I've always opened up my mouth.
I am done with that. Believe me.
Marion, can we get your permission? We also want to get the Let's Do It coffee mugs.
Sure.
And a bumper sticker.
Mugs?
Yeah.
What about the water bottles?
No, we're thinking Let's Do It coffee mugs.
Almost every day, so I want water bottles.
Your awful face on one side of the mug and your nice little
breakfast there,
and your nice little soundbite on the other side.
5:30, guys.
What do you do at the gym besides avoid anything that would encourage weight loss?
The treadmill. Hey, I do a treadmill and a bike, and let me tell you, Jim, I've lost a total of 9 pounds in the last month and a half.
How you doing, Jimmy? Okay.
Do you realize that glaciers move faster than you lose weight?
I've lost a total of 9 pounds in the last
She really lost 9 pounds. I'm serious about that. She really did.
My doctor,
hey, Lady Di, we're not talking to you. Shut up.
She stands behind people on the treadmill, and it's incentive for them to run.
Okay. I go on a treadmill, believe me. I'm there every other
looking
night.
over their shoulder.
At the gym.
9
I'm there
pounds
Sunday
in
morning.
45 days is awful.
All right, so the big question. Lady Di?
Yes?
Have you come up with anything for Friday's show?
Yes,
you have.
Oh, she's come up with an idea.
Hey, but Diane, you got to tell them what you come up with, because I don't even know.
Marion, you're going to have to be quiet during this part of the segment, okay? All right, Lady Di, you've come up with something. Do you think it's something that's really going to wow the crowd and make our audience accept you and keep you aboard?
Enter the wow contest.
Probably. I don't know. It
all right, what's your
idea?
What's your idea?
Do you want me to tell you my idea?
Yeah.
No, we just asked you.
Telepathy.
Lady Di, because believe it or not, we'll try to help you. Because we know your idea is going to stink, and we're going to tell you to go back to the drawing board.
Maybe we could spice it up if it's...
Well, watch. Go ahead. What's your idea?
Tell everybody in great detail what your idea is.
Either Scott Farrell or Jim Norton. One of the two.
Do I get to punch you in your fat, straight-toothed face?
If you want to punch me, go right ahead.
Little chiclet teeth.
Does Jim get to reenact the Bud Dwyer incident?
You have chiclet teeth.
No,
try to blow your head off while you're chewing cud.
You know what? You take a gum, you take some Hubba Bubba, chew it up. Now mold it into human gums. Now stick white chiclets in it, and that's your face.
My teeth are
That's your mouth.
My teeth are
Perfectly straight like that little monster that came out at the end of Aliens 2. Little teeth.
You're missing one detail, though. You got to suck on the chiclets for a half hour before you put them into the gum.
No, use Good and Plenty and suck on them.
Well, let's put it this way.
It has to like Good and Plenty until the licorice shows.
It has to do with singing, okay?
With Jim Norton or Scott Farrell?
She will like Scott Farrell will be there.
Either one.
Lady Di, stop being Missy Mystery. Give us what this is in detail.
Do I really have to do that?
She's going to get dressed up, guys.
She has no clue.
You have no clue.
Marion,
You're lost.
she's going to dress up as what?
Listen.
Listen to her.
I have a clue. Okay?
Yeah. What is the idea, you dope?
Marion, tell them what you're going to do.
I am going to get dressed up for the show. Okay?
Yeah,
And, no, dressed up like a nice dress.
Oh, okay.
Nice shoes.
All right.
You're going to attempt to look like an attractive woman.
I like it already. Okay, and then what are you going to... The hairdo. I'm going to go to the parlor and get a hairdo. Hairdo, Wilma Flintstone. Who gets a hairdo?
Wow contest.
Maybe.
Hey, hubba.
Maybe.
That's a great hairdo. 23 skidoo.
I might do that too into the wow contest.
Can I enter the wow contest?
Can I?
Hey, you ladies.
Oh, you stink.
Ladies. Realize when we're being funny and shut your traps for a minute.
Okay. All right.
Okay, all right.
Then we'll give you another...
I wasn't going to say this.
You have to give us your whole idea. Go ahead.
All right,
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
Serenade somebody. Whether it's Scott in the studio or Jim Norton.
She's going to serenade Jim Norton.
And what is serenading entailing? What is this going to be like, the whole thing?
To him.
Sing a song like a Happy Birthday, Mr. President, like
no,
Marilyn
not
Monroe
Happy Birthday,
did?
Mr. President. A love song.
Like a lady, Marion.
Let's do it!
Let's do it!
A love song.
What kind of love song?
I don't know any kind of love song.
No, you should have the song picked out
already.
Why don't you sing it to food?
Whatever's there. If you have a hamburger there, I'll sing it to a hamburger. I don't care.
Lady Di, what song? What song?
Come on.
Always and Forever.
Do you know the words, Diane?
Yes, I do.
All right, give us a little bit, Lady Di.
Give us a little piece.
You want me to give you the words right now?
You know
give us a little piece.
Yes, I do.
All right, go ahead.
Sing it.
Are you practicing?
Sing a little.
Yes, I am.
Hey, Marion, shut up. Let Di sing this.
All right, go ahead, Lady Di.
Shut up. Say be quiet.
That's my turn to get picked on.
You know, it's nice to say be quiet. Don't say shut up.
Just sing, you ass.
Always and forever. All right, you don't want me to sing? You want me to sing?
Keep singing? Sing!
We're going to hang up on you.
Always and forever, this moment with you
Gong show
is just like a dream to me that somehow came true. And I know tomorrow will be the same, 'cause we got a life of love that won't ever change, and every day love me your own special way, melt all my heart away with a smile.
I'm singing it to Jim Norton.
I'm singing it to somebody.
I'm singing it to you, Jim.
Take time to tell me you really care, and we'll spend tomorrow together. How's that sound?
The only time I want to hear you say always and forever is if someone says, how long will you be fat for?
I knew you were going to say something like that.
That was probably the most horrific rendition of any song I've ever heard. Karen Carpenter would do a better job now.
Anthony?
All right,
Hold on, shut up.
What?
I'm intrigued.
Are you intrigued?
I'm intrigued a little bit. As long as she goes to the parlor, gets her hair done.
The hairdo.
And she dresses up and gets makeup.
Hairdo and a body don't.
Yes.
Bring in
That's what she's working on.
Bring in some candles to set the mood. It could be kind of good.
For who? For Norton?
Yeah, Jim's got to take one for the team.
Norton?
Yeah.
Toe ass on your lap.
No, she can't.
She puts her fat arm around you with those indented chubby knuckles.
I don't have a fat arm.
Yes, you do. Stop it.
So, Lady Di, is that your only idea?
Yes, that's my idea.
The only one you got?
Not, well,
Somebody
it
helped
was
her out
one of
with
the
that
ideas
idea,
that I had.
Lady Di, every day we're going to call you with your other ideas, and we'll tell you which is the best one, your best shot.
Yeah.
You're going to call me every day.
Oh, she repeat.
Stop repeating.
Say what one more time, mother effer.
Let's do it.
Are you a fat ass? Shove a big kahuna burger into her fat mouth and then just punch it.
Come on, no kahuna burger. Turkey burgers, they're better for you.
Hey, Jim.
Babble.
You eat kahuna burgers? They're as big as your head.
What is a kahuna burger anyway?
A giant hamburger. It's as big as Jim Norton's
kahuna burgers.
All right, Lady.
Low-fat stuff.
She's the one that's
No, you don't.
Mother
Yes,
effer.
I do.
You don't eat low-fat
Yes,
stuff.
I do, Jim.
Unless you consider a medicine ball low-fat. You're a monster.
You're wonderful. I love you too, Jim.
Bust this job.
Okay.
Marcellus Wallace throw her out the window
That's my
like
idea
Tony
so
Rocky
far. What do you
Horror.
think?
Marcellus Wassalis?
Yeah, Marcellus Wassalis.
Marcellus Wallace.
Wallace.
All right, look, I can't take any more of this.
Okay.
Lady Di,
What's the matter?
we'll
Yes?
call you to...
That's not my only idea, you know.
Can I
Came
talk?
up with several.
Can I talk?
Several.
Go ahead.
Can I talk? Can I talk?
Yeah.
All right, let me talk.
Go ahead.
We are going to call you tomorrow with your second idea.
Okay. At what time?
Whenever.
Okay.
I hazard a guess between 3 and 7. Sometime.
All right?
You went back to New York tomorrow, right, guys?
Yeah, we're leaving right after this radio show.
Okay.
All right, Marion, those T-shirts are going to be out on the market very soon. Congratulations.
Congratulations,
Thank
Marion.
you. Yeah, right.
Lady Di, don't be such a sore sport.
Yeah. Come on, Diane, really?
Yeah, really.
Don't be a player hater.
Just because you're a player participator. Just because your best friend is getting all the attention and getting the T-shirts and the coffee mugs,
Bumper stickers,
and a better soundbite than you.
Hey, Lady Di, just imagine, you know how you see the WOW stickers on the cars? Imagine Lady Marion's caricature and let's do it with a big exclamation point on all the cars out there.
Because she's my best friend.
You are partners, though. I mean, the fact that she's getting so much more attention, I'm sure is only temporary. You'll come up with something.
Oh, yeah, that serenading thing is just brilliant.
Oh. Yeah, I'm sure that will catch on.
Hey, Diane, go up there in shorts and a nice halter top.
Show my boobs.
Yeah.
The only halter she should be wearing is on her head like a horse, led around the paddock.
Did she just say boobs?
Boobs.
Boobs, yeah, she said boobs.
Yeah,
like
boobs.
Like, you know,
Your boobs.
Get your hair done at the parlor. Get a hairdo.
Get a nice hairdo and show your boobs.
Marion, you can't
nice girdle for your boobs.
You can't possibly think Lady Di looks good in a halter top.
No, but everybody could wear one.
Someone should halter from ever going out in anything.
You know, you have the sex appeal of the diaper of a cancer patient.
Gee, thanks, Norton.
With that, get rid of these two. We'll check in tomorrow, Lady Di.
All right, another idea for you waste product.
All right, why don't we talk about the Tyson fight next, huh? What's going on with these corn tickets? This is pretty cool. How are we giving them away? You don't know? What do you want to do? Well, we're broadcasting live from WBCN, and they're presenting a special corn broadcast from the Hammerstein Ballroom to the big screen here in... What is this, Ben? Just tell me what all this is.
Remember the show that we announced a couple weeks ago before everyone else? The corn show at Hammerstein Ballroom in New York?
Oh, okay, yeah, all right. So the corn's playing in New York, and then they're putting it on a big screen here in Boston tonight,
yeah, it's actually a pretty cool thing. So I guess we can give them away outside, or...
Yeah, if you're coming by the station to hang with us today, 1265 Boylston Street, we'll give you some passes to check out Korn as they do their thing live in New York tonight, and you'll be where?
At undisclosed location.
Oh, okay. Oh. And they'll set up a big screen. You can check out Korn, all right? That's cool.
Very good.
Now, Psycho Tim is here. And he's been promising us 4 professional ladies for our WoW
There's only
contest.
2 showed up. What
happened? The other one's stuck in the old Callahan tunnel.
No, only 2 showed up.
Glory be, we're stuck in the tunnel. Don't you know?
And all day yesterday, he's bragging and saying how hot these girls are. They're professionals. They're knockouts.
These girls are professionals. Professionals.
And we got 2 out of the 4 that are here.
Yep. One of them's going to enter the WoW contest, too.
Only one is going to enter the contest, though?
only one.
What's the other one going to do?
So this went from 4 girls to 1 girl. Yep. Really? When you think
I was just bringing it so they can go up for Motorcycle Week. I got no problem. It coincided with the WoW.
I love the way you operate. Believe me.
Just for the WoW stickers for the helmets.
But it went from 4 girls to 1 girl.
1 girl.
No, they're both coming in here. They'll do a little show here for you guys.
A little show.
Are they really hot?
Yeah. Pretty hot.
They're really hot. This is going to be great.
Are they?
They're from Shamrock Entertainment.
Oh.
Are they really hot, though?
Yeah, one's very nice. She's got a lot of piercings, though. I don't really like the piercings, but she's got a lot of piercings.
Yeah.
But some people like that.
Between 1 and 10, Earl says they're 5s.
That's Earl.
Earl, did you say that?
Wait, should I bring him in or what? I just held up a sign to Earl. I go, between 1 and 10, Earl's like 5, 6, 5. In that ballpark.
Oh, boy, Earl.
No, they're better than 5s.
All right, well, we'll find out next, I guess. Woohoo!
You got a war face?
What the F?
That's the war face. Now let me see your war face. Oh! Bullshit. You didn't convince me. Let me see your real war face. No! You don't scare me. Work on it.
Jackass.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show. We're on the road. We're in Boston today, right behind Fenway Park. They're getting ready for a game tonight. I mean, it's crazy around here today. This is our hangover show. We spent like 12 to 15 hours at the brand new CMGI field last night for the River Rave, the WBCN River Rave. It was a huge success, Anthony.
Why didn't they call it the Yankees Suck Field, since that term is so popular up here? How many Yankees Suck shirts did you see? Stickers. Like, they really went to work on that whole thing.
Because they're obsessed.
Oh, apparently, yeah.
Let it go, you drunken white dopes. We never think of you. All right, Yankee fans occasionally will think, who we playing? Oh, yeah, Boston. They suck. We don't run around in the middle of December yelling, Boston sucks. We don't care.
Anytime there's a little crowd, 3 people or more, you'll get the chant started.
They were chanting at the
Of course they were.
The concert yesterday.
You're never going to, that obsession they have with the Yankees, then you're never going to hear that from Yankee fans.
But see, I agree with the Red Sox fans.
Oh, stop it. You say this every year. Yeah, but look who's in first place. Look who's
Stop
it.
It's all, I'm glad they're in first place just to hurt them.
There's another 8 years in this season. How long does that take?
Let me take a look. There you go. Look at that. First place.
Of course they are. We know.
Hey, let me take a look at my team. Where are the Mets?
Where are the National League?
Yeah, get the
Where's the
National
Metropolitans?
The Metropolitans. My team stinks, and we got Mo Vaughn, and I was screaming and yelling, don't make that trade. We don't want him.
Oh, boy.
What has he got, 4 dingers, Earl? 4 homers, and he's batting like .228.
Go Mo.
You want to get a guy 15 years after he was good. It's great.
Awful. Yeah, that's smart. Bring a guy that loves strip clubs to New York.
Wow.
Yeah, but at least he doesn't have to drive 40 minutes and, flip his car.
Flip cars and stuff. Yeah, great. Anyway, here we are. Hey, this is our sports break. Anyone see the Tyson fight this weekend?
Oh, yeah, I wasn't able to see it live, which pissed me off.
We saw it in the secret room today.
Yeah, here in the secret room here at WBCN.
They tape a lot of things in that secret room. We saw the Tyson Lewis fight today. Did you feel bad for Tyson? I did.
Totally.
It reminded me when I was growing up and Ali was at the end of his at the end of his career and started losing fights and not looking superhuman anymore. Tyson looked awful. He was never in that fight.
He did nothing.
There was a couple of those left hooks that he threw that, if they connected, it would have been lights out. But,
not even.
I don't
even think so, because he connected.
In the early rounds, I'm saying. I mean, after the second round, that fight was over.
Lewis was like nothing wrong with him. The fight was over, and he's like, well, that was quite a nice little bout.
Yeah.
That was entertaining, wasn't it? I had fun beating him up. Oh, I kicked Mike Tyson's ass. What you going to do about it?
Nah, you beat an older Tyson.
Once around the park, Benjamin, I just beat up Tyson. And that's the funniest thing I ever heard.
Tyson couldn't get in close.
No.
The old Tyson, you know what he's all about. He would just rush you and beat the crap out of you. And he couldn't get past that jab of Lewis's.
He'd run out of his corner. The first ring of the first round of the bell. Hey, come running out. Squat down. Pop up with a fist under your chin and end the fight. And a bunch of disappointed pay-per-view viewers would say, oops, I blinked.
Yeah.
Now to see him sit through 8 rounds just being beaten up. He got beat up. He didn't lose the fight. He was beaten up.
You made a good point about the fight. They showed the knockout punch, I guess, or the one they're calling the knockout punch, because then Lewis kind of helped him down to the canvas.
Yeah,
but Tyson was going down no matter what.
Gone.
It looked like he was just going to fall in slow motion, so Lewis kind of helped him along. But you brought up a good point. They showed the punch in slow motion, and his face moved really fast.
His head snapped, I guess from left to right or whatever, and it snapped so fast. And I'm like, oh, my God, this clip is in slow motion. And you still see his head go. Oh, his jaw goes out. Crap just goes flying out of his face. He goes down. That's it for the entire count. Bye-bye. Just to see him laying on his back and not just knocked out. We've seen that before with Buster Douglas, but beaten up. He was bleeding. It was running off his head onto the canvas. His eyes puffed up, his nose bleeding, his mouth, everything. And you look at him and just like, oh, God, I remember. I remember the old days.
He just doesn't seem as scary anymore.
No. The goddamn English guy beat him up, and they're a whole nation of fags. Come on.
I'm starting to think he's kind of like Fonzie. Talks a good game, but you don't really see Fonzie fight.
You never see Fonzie fight.
You know,
you always, back off,
Maybe that's Tyson now, you know?
Dude, I like Tyson, man. I didn't feel bad for him, though.
I didn't think I would be rooting for Tyson. I was so rooting for him during this fight.
How did you not feel bad for Tyson?
I've always liked him.
Requiem for a heavyweight. He's going to be in the Indian costume.
You have to root for a depressed rapist who just punches people in the face in Harlem. I love Tyson for his personal life. But it's like Ali beat everyone good, man. Ali fought great fighters. Tyson, although I like him, he couldn't beat Holyfield. He can't beat him. Come on, man. He beat up on Marvis Frazier.
In his day, there was no one around that could
he fought all these guys later on after he went through all the trouble with the jail and stuff.
You're right.
I'm telling you right now, no one was beating Tyson when Tyson was in his early 20s. No one.
George Foreman would have.
No one would have. No one
wouldn't have.
Should we break out the old tapes of Tyson? He was an animal in there.
Yeah, but
I'm telling you, when he was in his early 20s,
I remember him.
Most of the fighters that went in the ring with him were scared S-less. They were scared.
And there weren't any big contenders around at the time, so you can't...
That's not his fault.
You're right.
But he destroyed everybody.
Based on his performance in the ring with the people he did fight, you could see, like, oh, my God, just devastated.
Well, look at who Ali beat later in life in his early 30s. He beat Foreman. He beat Foreman. When you say, well, Tyson didn't fight these guys, you're right, because they weren't around. And look at Lennox Lewis destroy Tyson, and Ali beat Foreman when Ali was a lot older than him.
I'll give it to Ali. I think Ali's the greatest fighter of all time, but no one was beating Tyson early on in his career.
I regret doing those fights now in the older part of my career. I regret that wholeheartedly. George Foreman's making millions with his George Foreman grill, and I'm pretty much brain damaged from my Decon Foregone commercial.
Hey, Mohammed, just set off the Decon Foregone bomb in the room and say the script.
Decon Foregone knocks roaches dead.
Cut. Do it again.
Decon Foregone knocks roaches.
One more, Mike. One more, Mohammed. I suck.
One more, Mike.
Yoinks in the way.
Anyway, the poor guy, I think it was from the insecticide and the punches to his head when he was 40 years old.
There you go. And, Tyson's, it's just going to get worse from here now. You know he's going to be one of these fighters that just keeps on fighting. It's just going to get uglier and uglier and uglier.
He said it was a good payday. That's what he said.
Right.
Well, I want to thank him for the payday.
Well, what is he going to do besides fight? Some of these guys are able to kind of go along with their lives.
He's a freak.
Maybe endorse products. And this guy will just keep fighting until there's no brain left.
Who was that? Joe Louis opened up the restaurant?
Yeah.
Yeah, he opened up that.
Jack Dempsey.
Confound Mike's Grill.
I run the place. I'm the accountant. Hey, wait, I'm broke. What happened? Get the Don King special. That's why I come and tenderize it myself with my fist, that mother F. He stole all my money. That was a good payday.
He still has to fight, Tyson.
Yeah, because what? He made $20 million off the fight, and that's not
enough.
That's not going to even make a dent into his debt.
Not a dent.
They're saying.
When you're put away for that many years and you're trying to, I guess, run a corporation that is Mike Tyson, hey, probably you got no money coming in.
Right. You're
in jail for rape.
Want to listen to some Tyson clips?
I love the Tyson clips.
What's the matter?
What's the matter?
I have to touch it, asswife, because that's not the track I want.
Don't touch it.
Don't touch it.
Don't even look at it.
Let me go to this, right?
Still got the old tiger on it.
Don't touch it. I gotta touch it.
You hit the wrong tap.
I hit the little wheelie thing. I didn't know BCN had a little wheelie thing.
You hit that?
Oh, yeah, you're not supposed to touch the wheelie thing.
No.
Okay, when we go to the clip here.
Tyson gets in an uppercut. Shades of Tokyo, and the one time he got the Buster Douglas at the end of the 8th round. And that's going to be perhaps the end of the fight. It'll take some turns for Mike to get up from that shot. He's up. Lennox Lewis knocks out Mike Tyson and banishes him from the upper stratosphere of the heavyweight division right now. The worst performance of Mike's life. He was in against a guy who was way too good.
Where'd you get that sound clip there, Rick? Off the old Betamax?
Are we listening to real audio? What is that?
It was a little. There's a hum in the background that's louder than the actual audio.
That was a tape. Tape you guys watched.
No, it sounded much better when we were in the secret room.
Yeah.
Much better.
Maybe it was just that one clip.
All right, why don't we
let's
try
again.
Clip? Look at you being the optimist today.
No, it's not.
Go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight here in Memphis, Tennessee, the legacy of a 3-time heavyweight champion has been embraced as the referee reaches the count of 10 at 2 minutes, 25 seconds of round number 8. The winner by knockout victory and still the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, the pride of Great Britain, Lennox.
How annoying is Michael Buffer?
I hate him.
Enough.
Oh, you're stupid. Rumba. Go die. Who cares?
You know that he goes around the country suing people for saying that?
Like, you can't even say it now.
Yeah, let's get ready to rumble. I said it, faggot, and it's stupid.
But you just say, let's get ready to rumble. You can't do it in his inimitable fashion.
Awful.
He spends most of his time suing DJs and other people for doing that.
I dare not say it. Let's get ready for A6!
He is so horrible.
Just announce the winner, stupid.
Yeah, stop trying to just
Lennox.
Michael.
Cha-ching, pay me.
Thank you so very much. It was wonderful being in here and able to spar and box with this wonderful man, Mike Tyson.
You want to listen to Tyson after the fight?
Whatever did you do then, McBragg? Well, I took the gorilla and smacked him about the face a few times, and he fell down. My goodness, McBragg. Remember that?
Yeah, old school.
I pulled out my boxing gloves and punched him in the face numerous times. He seemed to just stand there as I jabbed and jabbed and jabbed without any return. My goodness, what an adversary. Quite.
Very good. All right, here's Tyson after the fight.
Mike, have you changed your opinion now of Lennox Lewis?
Well, no. Believe it or not, I've known Lennox for like 15, 16 years. We've always been friends, but in competition, the best man has to win. We have to do everything we can. I'm happy for him to give me a fight. The payday was wonderful. I really appreciate it. And if you could be kind enough, I'd love to do it again. I think I could beat you if we try one more time.
Oh, boy.
Him begging.
This is where it begins.
He was begging for a rematch. That was one of 3 times he asked him for a rematch. And Lennox is just, well, wonderful, yes, it was quite a fight, wasn't it? Never saying he'd give him a rematch.
There's no need to fight him again.
I want rematch. I want to do it again. I want him. Yes, I heard you the first time. Clever little man. Why don't you go bleed over there?
All right, more Tyson audio.
Mike, what gives you any indication that you could beat him after this performance? And was it a lack of quality opponents going into this that hurt you?
I explained before I needed 2 more fights or 3 more fights to fight him. But I believe if I would have took that route, the fight probably would have never happened. He wouldn't have waited for me. And again, he was just splendid, a masterful boxer. I just take my hand off to you. And just please, if you can give me one more chance, I'd be greatly appreciative.
That's my favorite line of the night.
Can we hear it again?
I take my hands off
his
for
own
him.
hand off?
Let me just detach my hand.
And he just handed it over to Tyson?
Oh, look, he's giving me his hand.
Is he one of those G.I. Joe guys with the kung fu grip? You just pull it off the...
That will leave you with one.
Right. Let me hear that again.
Mike, what gives you any indication that you could beat him after this performance? And was it a lack of quality opponents going into this?
You know, after Jim Gray asked that question, I would have, if I was Tyson, I would have punched him in his big, bulbous head and said, how about this indication?
Yeah, that's one fight.
That hurt you?
I explained before I needed 2 more fights or 3 more fights to fight him. But I believe if I would have took that route, the fight probably would have never happened. He wouldn't have waited for me. And again, he was just splendid, a masterful boxer. I just take my hand off to you. And just please, if you can give me one more chance, I'd be greatly appreciative.
Yeah. I love him. He's a great fighter. It's amazing. He was masterful, and I take my kneecap off for him for some reason. Ow! I'm deconstructing myself.
I take my hand
Ouch!
off.
I take my hand off. Yeah, I just chewed it off like when a cougar gets stuck in a trap and he got to chew his own leg off to get out. That's what I do for you because you're masterful.
Don't you do that after you take some of those ugly broads home to your hotel room?
Well, sometimes I have to take my hand off to get it out from under their neck because they're so pig ugly. That's funny. But the other night, I was hanging with Jim Norton, and I said I was Anthony, and I made out with a chick in the dressing room. And then I raped her, but Anthony in trouble now. I vehemently denied it.
Oh.
Vehement.
Wow.
Yeah, that clocking in the noggin seemed to help my spelling. Theoretical speaking.
Want to hear another Tyson clip? We have one more.
It wasn't meant to be. I've known Lil Terry since he was 16, 15 years old. I have mad respect. Everything I said was in proposition for promoting the fight. He knows I love him and his mother, and I know if he thinks I don't have respect and don't love him, he's crazy. Like I said before, he's a magnificent, a prolific fighter, and he should continue fighting. I would just love for him to give me another shot.
Wow, he just kept saying that over and over again.
Give me another shot, please. Please, he prolific. P-R-O-F. Oh, it's coming back again. I can't spell no more.
There was an
when he wiped the blood off of Lewis's cheek?
Yeah.
That's your blood, Mike.
Oh, yeah, Lennox, you look like you hurt. You're bleeding. Well, I can't seem to find an injury from you. You got to be bleeding because I see it hitting the mat under us.
When he laid down, or when he went down, and it was coming from his eyes all the way down the side of his head, from his forehead down his nose, like every hole in his head was leaking blood. Really, it was sad to see.
It was sad to see. You want to hear Lennox Lewis?
Yeah.
I just wanted to complete my legacy. You know, everybody was saying that, you know, this fight is going to count on my legacy. So I just wanted to prove to the people that, you know, I'm the best fighter in the world, on the planet. No guy tests this, man.
I was a bit confused because they drive on the other side of the street in England. So I saw the punches coming at me from the other direction. That's my excuse. I'm sticking to it. Like, also, I heard the bell. It goes, the British faggots.
Okay. Slow down, Mike. He beat the crap out of you. That was the worst part. He beat him silly. One more from Lennox Lewis.
You said you had to win this fight to clean up boxing. Do you feel you've accomplished that?
Well, I showed boxing, you know, who's the best in the world. I went out there and showed them I'm a pugilist specialist. I can adapt to any style. And, you know, he showed me one style that a lot of people didn't think I was going to be able to deal with. But I was able to deal with it. A lot of people thought he was going to get away from my jab, but nobody gets away from my jab.
Lennox Lewis in Quadrophenia.
That is some accent he's got there. In Clockwork Orange.
He's the pinball wizard.
Pugilistic wizard.
Right.
There has to be a twist. I'm a pugilistic wizard. And Mike Tyson's really pissed.
Yeah, and your queen is a C. F the queen, she ain't a human being. I like that song. But she is very benevolent. Benevolante. Benevolent.
Close. Pretty good.
You better be spelling these right or I look really stupid. Don't make me look so introspective. Or try to spell it. I got hit in the head. I'm looking forward to this Saturday. Lewis Tyson is on. I'm psyched for the fight. It's going to be beautiful. I'm going to kick his ass and eat his children and F his mother.
Tyson.
But I say that to promote the fight. Not in a disrespect for Lewis himself, because he knows I love the man, even though I AF'd his mother. And when my C hit her throat, she choked and gagged till I punch her in her ugly effing monkey face. But let me tell you, I say this to promote the fight. I love the man. And I'm going to pin him down and grease up my pole and slam it till it hits his brainstem. But he knows I know him 15 years. He's a good friend of mine. We're pungilistical experts. Pugifiable speaking. That's wonderful. I went down hard. It's coming back. Oh, no, that's right. The fight was on already.
Yeah. Who are you going to fight next, Mike?
I don't know. I'm thinking of either Ben from your show, because he got some moves. I see him drunk, his arms is moving. I never know where they're going to hit. And he do that crazy thing with his hair, so it's scary to look at. He pull it up like a mohawk. Last of the Mohawkians.
Why don't you fight Screech next? That's more your speed.
Oh, my God. He got a great battle tactic, though. He fought that Arnold Horshack, and I think he talked to him beforehand, and Arnold was lulled to sleep. So Screech could just hit him about the face and head. That's a good defense. I and Mike be going, yeah, I'm going to kick. Oh, God, I'm so sleepy. You know something? The words that are coming out your mouth suck and are lulling me to sleep. They're Dustin Diamond. Now he's pushing me and I don't even care. I hope he knocked me out so I don't got to listen to his boring ass no more. Please knock me out, please. Made me yearn for the comedy of Ron Palillo.
All right. Mike will be hanging with us today. Why don't we take a break and we'll continue. We got a couple girls here for the WOW contest. That starts today, Anthony.
Fantastic.
And if you don't know what's going on with that, we'll tell you all about it next. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show, broadcasting live from Boston today. It's our hangover show. We did 12 hours at the River Rave yesterday. Want to thank everyone at WBCN. We had a great time. They treated us like rock stars. It was ridiculous.
Hooked us up.
Oedipus and Chachi and the rest of the gang, Callie and Steve Strick. It was amazing. An amazing time. And here's one of the DJs that was in the rave tent. Yeah, with all the kids doing their X. Timo Moss, man. I mean, the rave tent that was unbelievable to check out. Did you check out any of that?
Dude.
They just kind of stand around and watch the DJ just spin.
I did not go near the rave tent. I was out in that area, but I didn't go near or in the tent.
Did it scare you?
No, I didn't want to look like ecstasy, Dad. You know, I mean, there's people in there. They're doing things I have no clue what it's all about.
Do the glow sticks scare you?
Dude, I'm going to do the thing with the glow sticks and freak you out. Start doing it. I don't know. I don't know anything about that scene, Opie. So I figured I'd best just steer clear.
You could ask Ben some questions.
Ben doesn't know anything about that scene either. Stop it. When have you been raving?
Dude, one of our pals was DJing last night.
Yeah?
Liquid Tide.
Oh, well, that guy knows the scene.
He big time knows the scene.
That guy knows everything about that scene. I was a little disappointed I didn't see him last night.
He was too busy spinning.
I remember last River Rave, I got to sit on a couch and talk with him for about 2 hours, and I was really upset with myself because I knew everything he was saying. I understood, so I knew I was completely intoxicated and couldn't drive home because I was understanding him.
I've never hung out with a guy for 6 straight hours that doesn't blink.
Yeah.
He doesn't blink.
And he'll change subjects like, boom, you won't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Dude,
So,
Paul
very cool
Oakenfold, you know, he walked in like Mick Jagger was the headline.
Yeah, he's the king. He's the king of the scene, Anthony.
He's the big guy when it comes to...
he does remixes for like U2 and a lot of the big bands, but, you know...
Who?
You ever heard of them?
What, U2? A little band called U2?
Never heard of them guys. New Kids, upstarts.
Yeah, but it was fun.
Yeah. Again, though, you know, looking for the beer. We got to make sure next year they know we should have our own supply. Back where I hate to be a prima donna and start making demands like this. But we were running around from dressing room to dressing room. Where'd you finally get it? Papa Roach.
Those guys were cool.
We're pilfering from the bands, for God's sake.
Kobe was really cool. He was like,
dude,
come on in, you know, he was cool.
Yeah, they shared the beer. So, all right, a few more things we want to do before we hit the road and get back to New York. It's so funny. Rick called me last night, and I just knew today was going to be a problem. Because, I mean, we were hanging for 12, 15 hours. I mean, everyone's just getting blitzed. You know, a little tired today.
True.
So last night, Rick calls me around 11 or so, and I go, Rick, did you bring any Jim Brewer bits to Boston for us? He goes, the latest Jim Brewer bit won't be ready for another week. So
damn it.
You're S out of luck. Because the excuse today was, hey, guys, we got to get back to New York. We got to leave right now at 6:30. We got to go. I'm telling you.
We have to.
But check out Jim Brewer. This bit was really funny last week.
No, we don't even have that to
No,
go to.
it's not ready, so.
Well, maybe Dustin Diamond. Is he around that we can bring him in? Bring on the ladies.
Yeah, we're
That's always good.
We're going to bring them in. We're doing the WOW contest. It began today, Anthony. You want to explain this to the folks? Just like all the other contests, the Naughty Nighty contest, which was huge, by the way. It was huge.
And if you remember, the winner of the Naughty Nighty contest, I barely saw Nighty in her pictures.
Right.
I think it's more, I don't know, suggestion than a rule. So when we're doing a WOW contest like this, of course the girls have to wow for the camera, but... You know, we leave it very open as to how they want to present that wowing. Like the Naughty Nighty. Yeah, there could be a Nighty maybe on her dresser behind her.
As long as it's in the background of the shot, I think it's officially a Naughty Nighty contestant.
Yes, there could be a night light in the wall. Close enough. We don't care. Get naked.
But we're celebrating Whip 'em Out Wednesday with... This is the first time we've done a huge contest surrounding WOW. One lady's going to walk away with $5,000 cash, Anthony.
Cash prize of $5,000.
And I think we got some of the men's magazines that are coming to the table thinking about doing something in their magazine.
Oh.
I think we're still working out the details of that. It might happen, it might not.
Little extra something for the girls to look forward to.
All right, we're working on it. Working on some details. They're very interested in this contest, Anthony.
So even more than just $5,000 cash and the chance of men all over the world jacking it to your picture. Right?
Yes.
Nice.
The qualifying starts today. I don't even know if the other stations got any ladies showing up today. I have no clue. Where's the list of stations again?
You know,
do we need to list? Is this all up on opieandanthony.com? All right, go to opieandanthony.com to find out if your city is participating in the WOW contest. Okay, I'm wondering what Sacramento's going to give us this time around.
If you remember now, for the Naughty Nighty contest, they came to the table with some of the hottest girls ever, and a lot of people said it was a fix because they had girls. The photography was perfect, the lighting, the setting they were in, their bodies, amazing. And the guy that was posing the girls, it looked like a Penthouse shoot.
Yeah, they were great.
And I think there was a little bit of a listener backlash because of that.
I remember her for the Naughty Nighty contest. Is she going to be in the WOW contest? She doesn't even know I'm talking to her. This girl was beautiful, man. She's beautiful.
What was her name?
Megan.
Oh, right, okay.
Wow, yes.
Remember her?
Yeah, I don't know if she's here for the WOW contest or not, but we'll find out.
In and talking to her.
No, out! Earl's giving us the out sign.
Earl's moving his arms back and forth like, no. What happened, Earl?
Earl, get in here.
Hello.
She doesn't want in on this contest?
No, she does not.
She's got a nice set, though. Look, she's all shy now. You got a nice, you know, they're nice. Yeah.
Yeah? Who's that she's with?
Her boyfriend, probably.
That's probably the Monkey Wrench. We'll call him Monkey Wrench.
And we already have a problem with Cleveland.
Yeah.
I guess Cleveland is not allowed to take any naked pictures in their building anymore after the Naughty 90 contest. I am very interested in finding out where they're going to take all these pictures, because they're going to find another location.
And what? Oh, great. Some warehouse down in the warehouse.
But that's why Cleveland rocks. You know, all right, they have a problem. Most stations will go, oh, well, we can't do it. Sorry. But no, they're going to figure it out, and they're going to bring the girls. They're going to bus them somewhere.
They make it work.
They will make it work.
I don't understand how, if the girls aren't coming in naked, and then they walk into the studio, why can't they take pictures of them? How does the building even know what the hell's going on?
You're right.
In the studio. You know what I mean? You got to lie a little bit. Say, no, we're not taking pictures of nude girls. And then you parade them in, strip them down, click, click.
All right, well, we'll find out. But it's $5,000 cash provided by RisqueVideo.com, your 24-hour adult video novelty and DVD superstore. That's Risque, RISQUE, video.com. Philly got us this grand prize, right?
Yes.
Yes, thank you, Philly.
Again, I know how these things start off. First of all, they start off slow, and then we end up with 100 contestants, like we did with the Naughty 90 contest. And girls, if you're going to be the first couple of girls in on this contest, don't do the medical photo book shot. You know? Oh, it's a wow contest. Must just show breast. They stand straight up, do the side shot like a boob mug shot. It's not sexy. It looks lame.
Yeah, the girls,
it's not going to help you out.
The girls seem more relaxed if they come in a little later in the contest. Because I think what they do is they go to OpieandAnthony.com and check out all the other contestants and go, oh, okay, I can do a little better
Then
than
they
this.
start like posing and moving. Then the original ones come in because they want to do reshoots. Just make it hot, make it sexy.
Right.
And don't start. Remember some of the contests we had where the girls would come into the studios in New York, stand against the wall with bad lighting, hitting them from bad angles, and just stand there and then turn sideways. Ooh, hot. Well, Rick would take the picture from below, and it would look like they got a giant pear ass.
Yeah.
You got to really think about what you're doing, ladies.
And New York better not disappoint us.
Oh, stop. Of course they will.
I mean, the Naughty 90 thing,
we did get Davida from New York, so I wonder if she's going to enter into this one.
Oh, you think?
Would be nice to see.
You think she's going to show up yet?
She could maybe win by a nose. I don't know. Could happen.
And also, I think we should announce it today. Coming soon to the Opie and Anthony show, Sex for Sam 3. Can you believe it? Sex for Sam 3.
Has it already been 3 of these?
And this year it's going to be a 2-day event.
2 days?
We're going 2 days with this one this year.
Boy, we are milking stuff more and more.
We're getting smarter. We're smart. We're very smart.
And for anybody that doesn't know, this is great. It's sex throughout all areas of major city. And
we should throw a curveball. We should throw a curveball and go to another city.
Yeah, Philly would be really good. There's a lot of history in Philly, a lot of places.
What about Boston? What about D.C.? All great cities to do Sex for Sam.
Yeah. True.
Well,
D.C. would be amazing, yeah.
I'm telling you right now, when we do Homeless Shopping Spree, we got to do it in another city, because every mall is ready for us this coming December.
Well, I'm looking forward to Sex for Sam. That's going to be good.
Well, Anthony, this year, because it's going to be huger than it has been in the past couple of years, we're going to have qualifying and all that.
Qualifying?
It's kind of like what we did with the 55-gallon drum challenge.
Boy, we do milk it.
Well, why not? We could have some fun.
How are we qualifying?
I guess, the couples have to... We haven't worked out all the details yet. We need another week or two before we start this contest, but...
Go out and show us their...
I don't know. They have to come up with something to get into the contest. We'll leave it up to them. They come down, they do their thing. Like, okay, you got to prove... I guess you got to show us that you got the kahunas to do, like, Sex for Sam. Because it
takes a lot of balls, yeah.
Yeah, you can't be shy with this contest. So we're looking for couples that are willing to just let it all, hang out.
Who did we scare the hell out of that he fled the studio?
Oh, that was
Michael Winslow. Michael Winslow came in, unfortunately, during our Sex for Sam contest. One of the places the couple had to have sex in front of was a celebrity.
Right.
So
I guess they figured he was a celebrity.
Actually, no, they were running... No, because honestly, they didn't think he was a celebrity.
Right there. Oh, really?
No,
Even they didn't think so?
No, they saw him and kept running into the studio, and they had sex in front of Jim Cook.
Oh, Jim Cook, who's a celebrity, sure. But they started in the bathroom to get, like, going,
right.
Get ready and get everything happening.
They were, they were kind of like...
They were pretty attached to each other.
Yeah, they looked like Siamese twins.
Right. And they bolt out of the bathroom. They're doing, like, the crab walk because they're kind of connected. Right past Michael Winslow, who just looks at these semi-nude people doing these things, and got up and left.
Because he realized he had to deal with Disney or something, and it freaked him out, and he ran. He didn't walk, he ran out of there. And we haven't heard from him since.
Oh, the controversy of making helicopter noises couldn't keep up with that?
No.
Making machine gun sounds? Ooh.
No.
You mean, wait, that's the guy making it?
Oh, stop it.
45 more minutes to go.
They'll sit through that act.
All right, so Rick is taking pictures of some of the ladies that showed up at the WBCN studios today.
Oh, yeah?
And we got Psycho Tim's girls somewhere around here.
Oh, the ringers as...
Nice.
Those two? Hey, there they are. All right, we're going to get them in a few minutes. We should take another break, though, and to catch up here.
Catch up a little.
Also, when we get back, we got to talk about Winona, shoplifting.
Shoplifting Winona. And we found out something through that news story that Norton enlightened us on that's going to shock you. That's one of those teases.
Oh, you want to tease it that way?
It'll shock you.
All right, we'll tease it that way. I guess Dice shoplifts.
For a goof, though, we heard.
For a goof. Well, Jim will explain in a few minutes, okay?
Yeah.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show, another band that rocked the River Rave yesterday in Boston. Drowning Pool Bodies. Actually, I missed their set.
You did?
Yeah.
Was that? Well, you can't see them all. A lot of stuff going on.
I missed their set. I just realized that, and I wanted to see them. And I remember being pissed at myself that I missed Drowning Pool. Well, there's 21 bands to check out, eh?
A lot of bands.
Plus, you got to walk around, do some people watching, check out all the lovely ladies doing their thing, you know?
I understand. Make out with the listeners.
Got to go to Half Pipe and do a few moves.
Right.
You're too busy making out with listeners, you know.
I know, and you're tearing up the Half Pipe.
Yes, I was.
That's how it works.
Can I
Can't see them all.
Huh?
And say that I've seen the photos of the first girl, and she's so hot, I want to put a bullet in my head.
Really?
Yeah, I can't even get turned on. She's so...
Yeah, remember the Cafe Latte that showed up at the booth when we were kind of signing things yesterday?
Yeah.
We were signing for about an hour, and we would have stayed there, but Chris Benoit was having a conniption. A conniption.
Wow.
And we had to leave.
Impressive.
But we met her there. Yeah, I know. It's unbelievable. She came down to the station today to get in on the WOW contest. Her pictures should be up on opieandanthony.com later tonight or tomorrow. But,
Opie, I'd say we have a finalist.
Without a doubt.
I say we have a finalist.
Without a doubt. And we usually say that, but this girl is just, she's like a 10.
Arms over the head rule? Okay. Yeah.
Oh, Rick's going with the arms over the head.
Remember the controversy? We had a controversy in another one of our contests. I don't know, I think it was Best Fingernail Contest. And when the boobs were photographed, the girls had their hands over their head. And people were complaining like, oh, when I came in to take my pictures, I had my arms down, and these girls have their arms up, so it makes it look better.
You know what? You gotta leave it to the ladies, though.
Exactly.
Some might think, you know what? I don't have to do the over the head trick.
You work it however you want, whatever you think is going to make you look better. Was that the best smile contest? Yeah. I think it was the best hair follicle contest. And when her thatch was photographed.
So we're getting some nice contestants here in Boston today. Very nice.
Yeah, wasn't Chris Benoit being a douchebag? And I said it to his face, and then I kicked his ass, and then I woke up.
No, we learned our lesson. We learned our lesson from last year. We thought we'd be wise, and I got choked out. I wasn't going to say anything this year.
I never heard of him.
Well, you don't know.
Well, we were sitting at the table, and we had a lot of listeners, some old faces, some new faces that wanted to say hi, and we were signing things. And I guess they were scheduled to start signing at 3.
Yeah.
And it was like 3:15, and they showed up, and they got all impatient. They literally pulled us off our chairs.
There was a huge line.
And the line, it turned out, was a lot of those people wanted to say hi to us.
Good. How great would that be? Everybody just walking sideways off the line.
And who else was with him?
Terry.
Was there.
Hey, you got to get them to sign something.
With her, I think with her children or something.
Just children?
I don't know. There were some youngsters in the artist section, and you know, she was playing with them or setting them up to play with the PlayStation and stuff. So I don't know.
She doesn't seem like a kid either. You know what I mean?
That's all I'm saying. But Chris Benoit, he's got like, man. I'm not saying, I don't know if he's doing the juice or anything like that, but he looks like the type of guy that is on steroids. He's got like those ridiculous muscles with the veins that are just like boom, 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 just working the whole time.
God, I hope he knows the difference between our voices.
Opie, you shouldn't say that stuff about Chris Benoit.
That was Anthony.
Well, we'll rip your head off. But then they had an attitude. When we left, we're like, all right, we'll leave. We'll just hang out by the side. We hung out by the side of the line, and anyone that wanted to post a sign or something, we were doing it.
And they really didn't even say hi to us. And we have a pretty good relationship with the WWE. It looked like they really didn't want to be there.
No.
And most of the wrestlers we meet and they do appearances like this, they're really into it.
They're cool. Bubba Ray Dudley,
they were just,
cool guy.
They were just kind of punching the clock and couldn't wait to get out of town.
Triple H, cool guy to hang out with. He comes in the studio and we have a good time with him. But they seem like, man, don't want to be there. Who are these hacks sitting in our seats? Well, they were right, but didn't have to be so nasty about it.
All right. So you have a story about Dice shoplifting? We were looking at the paper today, and there's a story about Winona. She ain't doing jail time. Who are you kidding? But I guess it turns out she's been doing this a lot, this shoplifting thing.
Winona, she was caught, with a bunch of clothes. She says it was a misunderstanding. That she was, trying them on and taking them for a walk outside the store? I mean, what kind of misunderstanding? You either paid for something or you didn't.
Have you ever shoplifted?
Hell yeah. When I was a kid.
I used to shoplift for porno magazines all the time.
Yes. No.
That was the only thing I've ever...
No.
There was two things I would shoplift. It was the porno magazines and baseball cards. And I was the same age, by the way.
Never, ever shoplifted porno because that's the double-edged sword. You get caught. You're not only caught shoplifting, but you're caught
I had no other choice. I was underage and I wanted to check out some porn.
And where all the other underage kids did. Either your father's secret stash or you traipse around the woods.
You know how valuable a brand new porn magazine was in my neighborhood?
Brand new, very.
Instead of the old ones that were out in the rain for a month or two.
I knew out on Long Island.
Sticky pages. And, you know what I mean?
That's what we had.
But if you went to your friends with a brand new one, I mean, you were in.
We would go to the woods and look for another neighborhood's fort. You know, whether it's a tree fort or an underground or whatever kind of fort, and take their stash. It was like young conquerors. We'd go by and the booty would be porno magazines. And those are the ones. I remember seeing some old nasty ones with those big thick pages, the glossy color pages.
Yeah.
It was usually a black and white magazine, but the middle 5 pages were color. And they were big, thick, nasty.
Thick.
Yeah, and if they were left out in the wrong climate, they would rip and be all stuck together. I don't know if it was because people were using them or what, but it was very disappointing when that happened. But yeah, porno, never steal porno.
I always did.
Would it mortify if I got caught?
The Centerport stationery.
No.
Always. What I would do is I'd go in there and it was like, I don't know, middle-aged man behind the counter, and I would stay in the store until he would walk somewhere else in the store.
Yeah.
Grab the magazine, run. All the time.
No, you can't. If you get caught, there's too much of a risk. Now you're being caught for stealing, and you have porno. My dad worked at this place, and it was a law firm, and he took me into work one day, and the boss had a whole stack of Playboys in the office. And I'm like, oh. So I go over and I start thumbing through it. And my father sees and thinks it's okay, you know, because I'm going through some of the articles in the beginning. I'm not really just sitting there gawking at the pictures, so I guess he thought it was cool. But every time they left the room, I went right to the pictures. And he's like, all right, come on, let's go to lunch. I was like, oh, no, now I can't stand up. I couldn't stand up. I was so embarrassed
And for me, it was like just the image in my head from what I had seen in the magazine. It wasn't going away.
Yeah.
It was, so I did the hunchback walk, where I'm constantly looking, going, maybe my shoelace is untied. Hold up, Pop. You know, I go down, and it's like, oh, well, I think I have some money in my pocket. I'm walking with my hand in my pocket, hunched over.
That's why belts were invented.
What, to hide the rod?
Strap it down. Anyway, shoplifting story, I don't know if you want to tell it now.
He's so nervous, Jimmy. You're so silly. Well, don't get into details. What, the Brinks heist was Dice involved in?
No, I'm not saying there really isn't any specifics. Just picture any store he's ever gone into. Half of it has walked out with him.
He just pilfers things. You know what? He's a great diversion, first of all.
Wait, we've been shopping with Dice, though.
We went for sportswear.
He tells the people that he's walking. See, he's different with his shoplifting. Most people will hide it on their person and walk out. Dice will tell the store manager that he is not paying for this, and this, and he'll walk right by him. But we saw him do it with sweatshirts right on 57th there.
He thinks he's on the streets of the Budapest market, though. He's like negotiating and trying to get the price down on sweatshirts. He bought us some lovely Everlast hooded black sweatshirts that I have never worn.
Never. And I told him, I'm like,
he wants a perfect planet is everyone dressed like Dice.
He wanted us to all wear them.
Look, it's got the hood thing and the pockets. There, you can touch hands.
He wanted us to be like the Dice gang.
Yeah.
We all walk around in the Everlast black
so we'll all
sweatshirts, right. And I'm like, no, you know, Dice, and I'm pointing out something else that I would wear. I'm like, if you want to buy me something, and it's obvious he's going to buy you something no matter what, I would like that sweatshirt up there. He's like, no, it's got to be the black hooded Everlast.
Yeah, the bum sweatshirts, the BUM sweatshirts, and the Joey Buttafuoco pants.
Right.
That's a good look for everybody. Kenny, these look good. You look beautiful, handsome.
We're going to walk down the street and terrorize New York City now.
So the whole shopping trip with Dice amounts to a distraction that you could rob a bank with this type of distraction. Kenny and Happy Face are putting on boxing gloves. Weren't there boxing gloves in there and fighting each other?
Yeah.
And they're pushing each other. And the manager's just looking around like, what's happening? And Dice, meanwhile, is just loading up on stuff that he brings to the register and goes, okay, I'm paying this price for these 3.
Right.
And the guy goes, no, it's this price each one. No. It don't work that way.
This is the God.
Work with me. Right. Work with me. And then apparently, from what Jim says, he also...
But you know how he gets away with it? He buys enough stuff in the store that they're like, well, okay.
Oh, he's spending a lot of money, but he's getting twice as much merchandise out the door with it.
Yeah. Because he's Dice, they're intimidated. They don't want to come off like dicks. All he has to hear is, hey, I'm a big fan. Cha-ching. He's walking out with half the store.
I'm not paying for this.
He just throws stuff in the bag. I've watched him do this in every city we've ever worked. And he's just putting stuff in the bag, talking to the guy, and the guy doesn't have the nerve to go, are you stealing that?
Is Dice stealing this?
Yeah, because I don't think he officially steals. Because if you're doing it right in front of the person, they see you doing it. I don't think it's stealing, because that person has the opportunity to tell you, hey, you can't do that.
It's been handled.
But they don't speak up. That's what he says a lot.
It's been handled.
It's been handled.
No, we were in here, and the other guy said just to put it in.
Yeah, the other guy. I saw the other guy. All right, open the register. Put the bills in his bag. No, it's not a robbery. It's the other guy, and I'm just taking care of this. No, Dice, you're robbing me. Yeah. I don't have a gun.
He got a video camera in L.A., probably for half what he should have paid for it. And one of the lines he used on the guy to get it for free, he's just talking and talking. He's like, come on, I drive by here every day. I'm always thinking about you guys.
That is a great line. But I saw him work the same way. He's like, well, do something for me.
The pro deal. He wants the pro deal.
Yeah, I want the pro deal. And then he mentions people. All right, let's say the president came in. He's paying the same price. You're a fan of mine. And then he works it, and they give him the cut rates. That's where you can tell that he's really not Italian. That's when you know Dice's ethnic background is indeed Jewish.
I watched him in Vegas, in the Vegas airport, get on his knees and beg for something for free, just to make me laugh. But it was just to make, and he's like, please give me something for free, for the love of God. And he's on his hands and knees.
I'm begging here. What more do you want from me?
And I'm laughing, of course.
Of course.
Embarrassed for him. They're like, oh, I can't. Please give me something for
Please.
He's a funny guy.
We walked out of that store with all kinds of stuff, and I don't even think he paid $120 for about $300, $400 worth of merchandise.
All right. And taxi.
Merchandise. That's why it's called merchandise. It's half mine. So I should get the dice part off of the merchant. I pay merchant price. Everyone else merchandise. I'm dice. All right, Dice. Well, you know, just to get you out of the effing store.
We saw him in action. It was an amazing thing. It was amazing. Let's get Earl on mic.
Earl. How you doing, Earl?
Earl.
What's happening, man?
Psycho Tim's girls are in the studio from Shamrock.
Yeah. Hi, ladies.
Shamrock.
How are you today? Looking
Shamrock
very
Entertainment.
What?
Shamrock Entertainment.
Shamrock. Look at their little Catholic schoolgirl skirts. Very good. That's a good look. There you go.
The girls are going to be, well, the tall one's Lilith. The small one is Satan.
Satan, yes. Satan. Wow.
Can I got to tell the ladies something. I think you're beautiful. Jim thinks you're beautiful.
Yeah.
And Anthony thinks you're beautiful. This idiot over here says you're 5s.
What? No. Can you effing believe that? Dude, what do you consider
I said nothing.
Ben?
You Ben, please.
Let me tell you something. When he said you girls are 5s, I'm like, oh, we don't even want them in here. You guys are beautiful. This girl's showing us her piercings and stuff in the
wow,
in the conference room.
I just turned around. She had a skirt on, and now there's nothing.
What do you think of us now?
Hey, Earl, that's
Earl,
a 5.
I held up 2
What do you
hands.
think?
He only saw 1 hand.
That's a 5, Earl?
That's a 5.
Hey, we're going to play a game, okay? It's called Spin the Bottle.
All right.
I held up 2 hands.
Check this out.
Wait, Ben. Real fast, Ben.
Uh-oh.
Oh, forget it, Ben.
Look at Norton.
Okay.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, I've never seen the game played quite like that before.
And the bottle is spinning.
Two of the girls are going to be at the sticker stop next Wednesday.
Wow, and now she's completely
She's got the bottle.
nude.
Holy
5.
You still think she's a 5,
Earl?
Earl?
Held up 2 hands.
Earl, you are a blithering idiot.
You held up 2 fans. You said 5 and 5.
I went like this.
No, you didn't.
Hold on, Ben.
No, you didn't.
Earl said Ben never lies.
They said they were both 5s. Earl, you did. And you go, maybe a 6 on a good day. But
what do you want from a girl?
On a good day.
Earl, what do you want from a girl?
You son of a bitch.
What do you want from a gal?
Girls, you got something you can do to Earl?
Oh, yes. Come here.
Come over there.
Ahead, Earl.
Go to her, Earl. Go over there, Earl.
Go to her, Earl.
Take
Don't
one
be
for the
shy.
team. Take one for the team. They're going to show
Satan,
you 5.
go grab Earl. Bring him over there and show him what a 5 is all about.
Hey, Earl, why don't you show them your 5?
What, times 2?
Oh, wow.
Douglas, firing back.
That's the mathematics.
Wow.
Come on, just obey her, Earl. Obey her.
Go over, Angel.
Obey Satan. She's spanking his ass.
Mike Earl. What you supposed to do to you, Earl? On your hands and knees, Earl.
On your hands and knees,
This is
Earl.
your punishment.
Come on, Earl.
You said they're 5s.
He misread my hands.
Earl.
You're full of crap.
This is your punishment. Just comply, and it won't be painful for
On
you.
your hands and knees. You're just making it worse
There
for
you go.
yourself.
You're making it worse.
That's right. You see how to kick
All right, Earl, you're not going to be doing cartwheels.
By the way,
Just obey.
the Boston girls much better than the New York girls. These girls,
Absolutely.
It took them 10 seconds to get completely naked. We didn't even have to tell them anything. We didn't have to beg. They walked into the studio and just got naked. Shamrock Entertainment.
Wow, she's riding Earl.
Okay, now walk around. On your hands and knees.
Yeah, walk around, Earl. Go ahead, walk around.
Come on. On your hands and knees.
Walk around, Earl. Go ahead.
You should have made the black man play the mule, man.
Bark like a dog.
Earl, do a lap. Do a
Bark
lap.
like a dog.
Do a lap.
Bark like a dog.
Go, Earl.
Go, Earl.
Do a lap.
Do it. Do it.
I don't think you should treat a black man like this.
Stop.
This is not nice.
Earl, you were supposed to do a whole lap around this little area, and you did nothing.
Lamest ride I've ever gotten.
A lame ride.
Lame ride, Earl.
What would you give that ride in numbers?
He's frowning.
It's a 5. Your ride was a 5, you dick.
Ladies, anything else you can do to Earl?
I feel thoroughly degraded.
Huh? Spin the bottle with Earl. You want to play spin the bottle with Earl?
Yeah. Go ahead, sit down, Angel.
All right, sit down there, Earl. Sit down, Earl. Shamrock Entertainment, right? Yes.
Don't be shy.
These girls are going to be up here next week.
I can't believe Earl thought they were 5s because we were all talking like,
Ben, you're a dead man.
We don't want to. Hey, don't say that.
Oh.
Hold on. Just don't.
An RCA jacket, coaxial cable.
Yeah, don't say it. Just do it.
Don't. Talking about light sockets.
All right, but don't even say it. Don't say it. Just do it.
Exactly.
I'm talking.
I know.
I hear you.
See, you're an expert at that. Aunt and I are an expert at this.
Wow,
yeah.
So go to Earl and whatever need be done to Earl.
You're gonna be okay.
There you go, Earl. Right?
Hey, Earl.
Hey, what's he have for lunch?
Wow.
What do you think, Earl?
To hold the microphone.
Earl, what do you think?
Wow.
Earl,
Nice.
what do you think, Earl? Earl?
Wow. You like that? Is that still a 5, Earl?
No, it's not.
What would you say it is now?
Give me a hand.
What would you say the number is about now, Earl? Is it creeping up?
Yes, it'll creep
Now,
up, yes.
let's play spin the bottle.
Wow, wait.
Go ahead, Earl.
Go ahead, Earl.
Spin the bottle, Earl.
Look at Earl looking like he's working a combination lock with that bottle. Spinning it around. Left 14. Right 3.
Put your ear on her stomach.
There you go, Earl.
Nice.
Very good. Have a sip of that.
Go ahead, Earl.
Wow.
Drink.
Normally you have white wine with fish, but...
Wow, Earl. Hello.
There you go, Earl.
Why didn't you accept that, Earl?
I can't drink.
Oh, shut up.
You can drink.
No,
We've
I
seen
can't.
you drink.
No, I can't drink.
I've seen you drink. We've seen you drink.
When have you seen me drink?
Regards, last time you were in Boston.
No, I didn't have a drink.
Sam Adams.
I not have a Sam Adams.
So these girls are going to be here next week, though, up in Laconia. All right, cool.
Make
Yeah.
out with Earl.
What do you think,
That's
Earl?
a 5 for you, Earl.
The only person I kiss is my woman.
Is that your woman over there?
Yes.
Oh, thank God for that.
Any little show you want to maybe put on?
Give me a kiss.
She looks a little shy, the other one.
Oh, whoa, look at that, Earl. Is that a 5 still, Earl?
Yeah.
Good number you picked there, Earl.
I didn't pick it.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not.
We saw you hold up 5 fingers.
I had 2 hands up.
You did not. Wow. Whoa, they're friendly.
Hey, yeah, I see
They're
that.
friendly.
And we didn't have to ask them to do anything.
No.
They just did it.
See, this is the way it's supposed to be.
Right.
It's very touchy-feely.
We can't waste time with that begging.
It's like a don't worry, you don't have to sell it anymore. It's working.
I carry the card in my wallet at all times. All right, we should take.
Oh, laying on the floor a little bit here.
Why don't we take a break as the girls do their thing? We're taking pictures
right.
and stuff.
And we'll see what Earl thinks is a 5. Going at it. Wow.
And the directions are on psychotim.com.
There's some, that is some action going on.
The latest website for one of our peeps. Yeah.
Wow. Earl, what do you think, Earl?
The directions are to the hotel.
I'm seeing nothing.
All right, we're going to take a break and we're going to wrap up our Boston show.
Yes.
And we'll do that next.
So remember, guns don't kill people. Dangerous minorities do.
Man, we had a lot of fun today. It's the Opie and Anthony Show live from Boston, WBCN Studios. Once again, I want to thank the whole gang from WBCN for treating us really, really well.
As always.
Too well. I mean, the Ritz-Carlton was way too much.
Yeah, I don't know how they spun that one, how they figured out to do that one, because that hotel, beautiful. Spectacular. Better than the one we usually stay in, which is the hotel we were fired in.
Right.
Up here in Boston. So, like I said, that little joke, I guess, has run its course.
Can I talk to Earl again?
Earl.
Just get on mic, Earl.
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 How'd you do, Earl?
Earl, I just want to let you know that you were right.
Oh, my God. Oh, no. Oh, man.
Well, people on the instant feedback and the internet, they were wondering, so there you go.
Earl, how did
all rotten hell?
How did that feel, Earl?
Rot.
When that beer bottle, let's just say when the beer bottle disappeared, right, and then reappeared, and she took a drink from it and then spit it into your mouth, Earl, how did that make you feel? Because you were actually, I had a great view of it from where I'm sitting. Earl was hitting her in the head with his microphone. He was hitting her in the head. And she then spit the beer out into your mouth.
Which I spit right back out.
I think I'd rather have a dirty bomb go off in my mouth.
Yeah, that was something.
Did not look I've seen little kids happier to eat asparagus.
Yeah.
Evil men, all of them.
And that stain on the back of your shirt will never wash out.
How can you tell, though? He's wearing black.
Yeah.
Someone put 2 slugs on the back of your shirt.
Turn around, Earl. Let me see. Turn around. Turn around.
Turn around more.
No, just turn around.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, you should leave.
That's good.
You should leave that shirt behind.
I love this shirt.
It was either her or somebody poured salt on a slug on your shirt.
All right, well, we got to get out of here. We can't play What Do We Learn because we can't figure out how to print up anything around here.
I learned what Dice says when he shoplifts.
Yeah?
Bop, now it's mine.
Now it's mine.
And then there's nothing they can do about it.
All right. Well, we got to hit the road.
Yes.
We got to get back to New York City.
We'll get ready, get back to a New York and have a show tomorrow.
Wow contest has begun. We want some ladies to show up tomorrow. Please, okay? Mm-hmm. Also, tomorrow on the show, we got... What happened? What?
They're leaving now. The girls haven't left the building yet.
Is there a back entrance?
I didn't say nothing.
I got enough hate mail to deal with.
Nothing.
But Opie, why would you...
No, it was you, Jim.
No, it wasn't, because I think they're hot.
It was Earl.
I said... Hello,
anyway.
Don't say anything.
Anyway,
Hello.
Lady Di will be back on the program tomorrow. She's trying to figure out what she can do to save herself as far as this show goes.
She wants to serenade Jim Norton after she gets all dressed up in a gown and has a new hairdo.
Yeah, she's going to go to the parlor.
I'd rather run that beer bottle under my nose. I do not want to be serenaded by that fat, straight-toothed monstrosity.
Rick, what else do we got for tomorrow? This is called filler in the biz. We're just kind of filling to 6:50.
You stretch.
Because we can't play What Do We Learn? We don't know what's going on tomorrow yet? Oh, man. I am so sick of winging this goddamn radio show. Day after day, we just wing it.
Wing it.
And for some reason, it works.
I don't know how that happens, but yeah.
No, we did some good things today, though.
I'm going through instant feedback, but people seem to have forgot the concept of what did we learn.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right.
They're not helping us, Opie.
All right, I guess this is how we end. Until tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be back home tomorrow in our own studios.
Oh, boy, it's 6:49.
Jeez, what do we do? What do we got, another minute?
Oh, my God. At least we just have to struggle through a minute, not an hour and a half like we did Friday with Dustin. Yeah. Oh, God, 6:50. Oh.
Is that it? Are we off? That ought to hold the little for a while.
Earl, a final thought? You have fun here in Boston?
I had a blast in Boston.
Yeah.
You were much more animated this time around.
Well, yeah.
Did you enjoy seeing all the white people? You truly saw white America.
Yes, I did.
As Eminem sings on his latest CD.
When Public Enemy showed up, like that whole crew and them and the Outcast crew showed up, they would just look at me like...
Thanks, Earl. 6:50. See you tomorrow. Oh.